Hello, welcome everybody to the AAA series. It's powered by A Gaming. We're gonna have the Dota 2 Championship playoffs undergoing. So we have four teams who came on top after the group stage, and it's gonna be Whoops, Team G. It's gonna be Dead Eyes, and I think it's Elite Pandas who qualified. So it's total of four teams who came on top of each other in the playoffs. And first game which is gonna be kicking off is gonna be between Team Whoops versus Team G. So that's what is gonna be there. Joining me here is gonna be Lefty Prodigy. Hi Lefty, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
All good, man. Just excited to watch some super
pretty excited to
Dota.
watch this game. Yeah.
Nice. So we'll be jumping into the game straight up. I think so. The draft is gonna be underway. Lefty, do you know something about these top players of India who are competing for the championship here at AAA Esports? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm aware of No Chance, Evil Ash.
I see.
I know 4 China plus me is equal to ACH.
Oh, okay. So you know a couple of familiar names, and let's take a
yeah.
look at the group stage table. There were a total of 10 teams that competed, right? And Dead Eyes, Hopes, they were the first two teams in Group A, whereas Group B, Team G and Elite Pandas came as the first two teams. So the rest of the teams who tried their best, but they got eliminated, are not going to be playing. And also talking about the prize pool, it's a total of 25k in the bag. Winner takes home 10k Indian national rupees, and of course the championship title. Lefty, what's your prediction for the coming best of 3 semi-final? It's a double elimination format.
Okay, so I think it'll be a lot draft dependent. I think the teams have very experienced players,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like the drafting phase will decide who wins and who loses. So
I
I'm
see.
really looking forward to the drafting phase right now.
Yeah, right. We have I think 3 best of 3s covering. There's also a chance of redemption in the lower bracket, of course. It's to be considered that if you lose, you will be granted a second chance from the way bottom, whereas winning puts you directly in the strong spot. So Whoops versus Team G, that's what we are covering today, and that's the prize distribution. 10,000 to the first one, 7,500 to the second one. There is a third place match too, 3,500, fourth place 2,500, and MVP of the entire series is gonna take 1,500. Right, so that's the tournament format, the prize distribution, and Lefty, I just wanted to know a few things currently about the meta. Since you have been playing more rank games than me, I just wanted to ask, what are the meta picks that you have been observing?
Okay, so there are some really stupid picks in my bracket that are crushing when the enemy picks them, like Razor. Like there is Razor. I'm seeing a lot of Nature Prophet mid, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm also noticing a lot of Spectres to counter Lina. So Lina is currently dominating the carry meta right now,
Right.
and it's kinda OP. It's very OP.
Yeah, it's
And
like
I'm-
having a perma ups on the overpower, right? Like having
is,
an Ursa
yeah.
overpower permanently with the stacks of, I think it's the third spell of Lina, which allows her to carry.
The Fury Souls. Yeah.
I see. Anyway, the draft is underway, Lefty. You're the analytical one here.
I think Lina gets banned.
Oh, okay, all right. What about Ricky, man?
10 seconds.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about Ricky for a second.
5
That hero
seconds
is a
remaining.
total menace.
Mm-hmm.
It typically wastes support gold.
Dire team back.
Support needs to get sentries everywhere, and I've played against Ricky as a support, and I've found myself in situations where I just don't have any sentry wards left,
Radiant team
and that's
back.
kind of annoying.
I see.
And the most just like I told you, there's this Razor ban and Lina ban
Wow, man.
already. Yeah.
You got the
So I
first
think
phase
now
of the
there is
meta
Yeah, I think Ricky. I think they might allow Ricky to be picked because Ricky can be countered.
10 seconds remaining.
I
Because,
think so,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
with-
weak
with-
hero in lane and it's a
Exactly.
weak hero overall. It's easy to
Exactly.
kill, but it's just disrupting the fights and it causing teammates or opponents to not land their spells and teammates
Yeah.
better edge on the information part. Like you're invisible, you're putting
Yeah.
some deep wards and everything. So yeah,
Also, I
Raze-
think Death Prophet gets banned now. I'm kind of open for a Death Prophet ban. I'm seeing a lot of Death Prophet off lanes. They are rushing Guardian Greaves and they're just dominating the laning phase. Like, what matters right now in this meta is like who takes the there's a trend ban. Yeah, even this is a strong ban, to be honest.
Right. I was just gonna talk about two heroes, Tiny and Nature's Prophet. Those two heroes are open right now. Team
Yeah.
G, they really love to play Nature's Prophet and Tiny, by the way. In one of the series that I just watched, didn't get a chance to cast it, but I'm just gonna fill in. Team G, they like to put the
5
Tiny
seconds
at
remaining.
position 4, and they really love to utilize it as the burst roaming position 4, right? So that's
Very
their
strong.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strong. But we are against the likes of Team Whoops. No chance. He's a clever and experienced captain. What do you think they're gonna go with in case?
Are we seeing a lot of Banes here? Like, is Bane even being picked here? Like, I'm not sure.
Haven't
like,
seen Bane in his tournament of AAA series, but
Oh, there we
Ricky,
go.
man, there it
There
is.
we go.
All right, man.
There's the Ricky
I think it's all about that sleeping dart, right? The
Yeah.
strongest spell.
Yeah, after 15 minutes, like, you just get ready.
10 seconds
Get ready for what's
Yeah,
to come.
yeah. And I think it's the cast range of Sleeping Dart and the Sentry Ward or detection gold that gets wasted. Economical
Yeah.
damage is always
And-
dealt.
And like Ricky is so powerful, like you can just put like these deep observer wards that no one notices, right?
Correct.
No one notices a Ricky going and just placing an observer ward. Like as soon as he hits level 6, he can just give that vision advantage to the entire team, and that's
Yeah.
kind of OP right now.
Yeah. First pick Tiny for Team G, 2 consecutive picks for Team Whoops. They have picked the Ricky and then they are taking their time. I have an inner feeling they'll go with the Death Prophet. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
looks-
possible. Yeah,
Death Prophet or else
possible.
Brood Mother. Let's not forget the Spider Menace, which likes to take over the jungle completely. But instead, it will be a different insect hero that Team Whoops will go for. Nyx Assassin. Man, No Chance really loves this Nyx. I've seen this hero time and time again drafted by him in
So it's
almost.
a Ricky position 5, right? By the looks
I
of it.
suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose it has to be a Ricky position 5. Hey, also another thing about Ricky to talk about.
Oh, we forgot Rubik. Yeah. Even
Yeah,
Rubik
that's-
is right now very strong in this meta.
Yeah, it's a solid hero.
Yeah.
Like the 4-staff cast range is super low on most heroes. Guess what? That's not a problem for Rubik. So 4-staffing
10
teammates
seconds
out of the
remaining.
smoke of Ricky. That's kind of there, smoke screen. And I was talking about Ricky, right? So I think it doesn't matter much if Ricky dies because that hero is not farming. Okay, he's wasting gold and economy for the opponents. And at the same time, it seems like Ricky
It's more
dying
of a
is
control. Yeah, and
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine for Ricky to die.
10 seconds
yeah, exactly.
remaining.
Even though the laning presence isn't there, even if you feel
Yeah.
like you're killing Ricky 4 or 5 times, guess what? In the crucial team fights, a good sleeping dart can disable an opponent. Like
Yeah, and like let's not forget the smoke, the smoke screen radius.
it's also like a setup, right?
Yeah.
The smoke and the sleeping dart. Anyway.
Yeah, and the smoke is too disruptive in team fights. Like it's very disruptive. If you don't have a BKB, it's going to annoy the hell out of you.
No BKB, no first half is equal to problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
understandable. Let's talk a little bit about the bans now.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, looks like there's a bounty hunter ban. That's interesting.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, you have 2 invisible heroes.
Yeah.
Definitely makes
I
sense.
just hope they don't ban Zeus because it's okay for it's okay to bait in a Zeus pick
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if the
yeah.
enemy thinks they can counter Ricky and Nyx with a Zeus, sure, go ahead. We'll just, yeah, like, Zeus does not stand a chance against these heroes.
More like, Zeus is not going to do anything except nuke and clear creep waves, right?
10 seconds
So it
remaining.
also, in a way, Nyx Assassin and
And
Ricky
Nyx
are pseudo
counters.
counters to
5
Zeus as
seconds
well.
remaining.
Yeah.
So banning the bounty hunter makes sense, but Zeus doesn't have to be banned. The Monkey King, however, gets banned out.
Dire team back.
Some insight on that would be definitely useful.
Okay,
Lefty.
so like looking at the bans from Team G right now, they have banned Ursa and Lifestealer. Now all these heroes like to jump on the enemy carries, right? So
Right.
I'm kind of anticipating a draw ranger. You know, like there might be a draw ranger, there might be a Krings that you might see here.
Dire team pick.
And okay, so the Naga is banned. That is a yeah. That's
How
a
did we
relief.
forget about the Naga Siren? I mean, yeah, that's a hero with a lot of high base armor. The illusions just farm so
Okay,
quickly, and
okay,
the split
yeah.
pushing isn't something that you can deal with, right?
Yeah,
Oops,
yeah, yeah.
banning Naga Siren makes a lot of sense. You as Ricky and Nyx Assassin, you can kill the
5
Naga, but
seconds remaining.
what about her illusions? Can you deal with them?
Not
with these heroes, is what I would suggest.
Radiant team pick.
Snapfire, interesting.
I think it's an offlane Snapfire.
I feel
they
so.
They might play it mid as well. I've played Snapfire mid personally, and like either ways, both are really strong. Right?
With the levels and with the items, Snapfire seems
Yeah.
much stronger, right? In comparison to.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this lane before, Nyx Assassin and Snapfire. In fact, I have played against it. Against no chance, I'll be very honest. That one specific match that we got an opportunity to play against, and I'll
So
tell
what
you
was he
this.
playing? Yeah.
Oh, no chance was playing Snapfire, and I think so it was HBK or Evilash, somebody playing
Okay.
the Nyx Assassin. I'm not sure, but it was their position 4. It was a different team composition, and I'll tell you this, okay? The nuke ability of Nyx Assassin and Snapfire is too much to deal with. And
Yeah, I think offlane is like very strong right now
5
for these
seconds
guys.
remaining.
I think
Exactly.
Nyx might be offlane. Like Nyx can be played as an offlaner as well.
yeah, also what
So-
happens is Snapfire in a way works like Invoker Sunstrike because of her ultimate. Because what happens is Nyx is gonna use the Carapace, Vendetta and Impale combo to find a lone hero
Yeah, I think.
and Snapfire from that
I think
distance.
you can get like 3 or 4 Mortimer kisses easily.
Yeah,
Any target.
exactly, and
Yeah,
that's
combo.
that's like a super big combo to burst down any core hero, let alone
I'm
a
not
support.
like let's talk about Silencer here. I'm not a big fan
Certainly.
of this pick right now because the hero is nice early game, but if he does not get that momentum going on in the early game, if he does not get kills and like if the enemy is shutting him down, then Silencer basically becomes a walking board, just like CM.
Kinda,
who
yeah.
has
I would
who has
not
died 5
disagree to
times.
that.
Yeah, who has already died 5 times in the lane. So
Right,
yeah,
makes
not,
sense.
not a big fan of Silencer. Like I think Whoop's got a chance here just because of that Silencer pick.
Or
Not a
it
big
could
fan.
be a tiny mid, and all these
Yeah,
three heroes
then-
can be bursted. Then that's one way to think of it for
Oh,
Team
like
G.
like I said, there's a Door Ranger coming,
Man,
and I think let's see,
Radiant team back.
a Spectre maybe.
they
Okay,
go for
these
the
guys
Spectre.
picked
Dire
Zeus.
team back.
Okay.
They might go for the Spectre themselves, but
Yeah.
the lack of stun might be real. So Whoops might go for something like a Centaur instead. But since the Snapfire is something we are all anticipating to be off lane, honestly, I have no clue.
I think no. I think like stun wise. Okay, see, they banned
They
Spectre.
banned the Spectre,
because Spectre. Yeah, Spectre is very nice against Door Ranger.
Yeah, the jump is very good, and there is barely anything Rubik Silencer can
Okay,
do
like
to
let's
her.
let's think about who can Ricky support in lane.
10
Like
seconds.
a strong. We definitely need a strong laner. Maybe a Juggernaut.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
so-
Juggernaut.
Something
yeah.
like that. Honestly, but I think Juggernaut is a bad matchup against the Drow Ranger and Rubik to some extent mid game, and when Tiniest blink and he get avalanche tossed into silence, stuff like that. Even a silencer until you have a Manta style. So
Yeah, I think like it's still a decent pick because of that healing ward and the healing ward talent. So like right now, like they can really use
10
some
seconds remaining.
because like the team
5 seconds
which out
remaining.
heals the enemy team usually wins the team fight. Like people have been making Guardian.
yeah,
teams, like,
especially
crazy
in a
right now.
war of nukes,
Yeah.
it can certainly be the decider.
And if you look at the bans, right? There is a mask ban, there's a Slada ban, there's a monkey ban, there's a
Right.
Lina ban. Like all these bans actually help Juggernaut.
Yeah, you could say so.
You know?
To some extent, it would be a suitable
Yeah, I'm
Juggernaut
still trying to think of what other carry is left here
5 seconds
that they can go
remaining.
for.
Oh, we completely forgot the Slark, by the way, for Whoops. I guess it's a bad idea to pick Slark now.
Yeah, now it is a very bad idea to pick Slug, to be honest.
Right. And the Aghanim Scepter build of Slark with the double pounce is making him tanky, allowing him to steal more agility on the pounce buff ever since the change of pounce, giving some essential
Yeah.
stacks.
5
So
seconds
I guess
remaining.
that's there. Honestly, one thing I must say is Whoops does lack some tower damage. That is
Is
something
there
that
a
is
nature
visible.
prophet? Is there a nature prophet coming?
Oh yeah, Nature's Prophet is actually decent.
Templar
But
Okay,
we go for the
yeah.
Templar Assassin, the
Okay.
Roshan, the tower damage, the flash farming, it's there. So
This
yeah,
game is gonna be interesting. Let's.
your pick on the basis of the draft, if you were asked.
I think Team G.
Team G?
Yeah, like for the late game, I would say Team G. But if early game Whoops can dominate Team G, then yeah, for sure. Whoops.
I see.
Because
I mean,
like if they start snowballing, right? Because Joe just still needs a bit of farm to try to be useful, in a way.
Certainly,
But like
certainly.
at the like I'm thinking of the 15th minute mark right now. As soon as Ricky gets his shard, they're gonna go smoke and they're gonna make some plays. And by then, I'm assuming like with all the stacks and everything, maybe TA gets his Desolator as well.
Right.
And that's the best moment for them to fight. And like if they are able to secure that fight and secure that Roshan,
Even though
I
refraction
think
is
they'll be
taken
able to-
out by a couple of spells like Avalanche or the split shots,
Yeah.
the arrows from Drow Ranger,
Yeah. And
Multi-
like they do
multi-shot.
have gap close as well, right? Like
Yeah, even though that happens, if the lanes go well, it could be very well a very good game for the side of Team Whoops.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's jump into the game. I'm just gonna quickly introduce the players for both the teams. It's gonna be Drow Ranger handled by one or walk down. All my sins. Gonna be handling the Tiny Kyle on the silencer. Night Stalker being handled by 4 China plus me. And Teach Me Dota is gonna handle the support Rubik, I'm assuming. Wards are gonna be thrown out very quickly on the map. And at the same time, on the side of Team Whoops, HPK on the Ricky, no chance on the Snapfire, Pinkman on the Zeus, that's probably their mid. One more MMR tourist is gonna play the Templar Assassin, and Evilash on the Nyx, which is supposedly a support, as far as I know.
30 seconds to battle.
super excited for this game.
Yeah,
Let's see.
certainly.
Okay, so Snapfire is, I guess, off lane, looking at the build. And next
Yeah,
is the
that-
support. Yeah.
And also looking at the lane they're traveling into right now, Templar Assassin already has the magic wand. He's gonna go for the meld play, but Rubik is gonna scout out and she realizes 2 heroes. It's not gonna work out, she's alone. Ricky, down to half
Yeah.
HP.
This Ricky is going to the base right now. So the meld trick, right? You can also do that when you are in the lane as a Templar Assassin. So what you do is you wait for the creep wave, for the enemy creep wave to come. You you position yourself near their T1 tower, and then you try to get as many meld hits as possible. to get the maximum damage, you know. So like right now,
I've seen it. Yeah, the stack of armor reduction. But Ricky, position 5, as you discussed, Orb of Venom, 2 mangoes. They're gonna try to contest the creeps, but it's gonna be difficult. Yeah. And bottom lane, it's 2 range heroes, Silencer and Raw Ranger, against Mix Assassin and Snapfire. Mix is just gonna body block the camp, and the other camp, which has been sentry blocked, is gonna get dewarded. So Evil Ash successful on that venture. Mid lane is gonna be Zeus against Tiny. What do you think of this matchup, Lefty?
I support Tiny here. Tiny can, like, as soon as Tiny gets his blink, it's gonna be very tough for Zeus to solo him at all. And I think even in the laning phase, it's quite strong against Zeus.
Oh, look at this! Templar Assassin falling down low HP. The movement speed war is there. Night Stalker 295, Templar on 305. This might be the death of one of the heroes at top lane. Blink Strike is on cooldown. Teach me Dota. He's been slowed by Orb of Venom. Fairy Fire should keep him alive for some time. But HBK, oh, the Ironwood, the Iron Branch tree juke could not be there. Teach me Dota is gonna die. First blood drawn by HBK. He's probably gonna go for boots of speed next. Bottom lane, no chance. At low HP, he's gonna live. Kyle instead is gonna suffer all the harassment from the creeps and a bit of hits from Evil Ash. A lot of action to keep up on the map.
Blue Range is actually having a good time right now.
Yeah, Raw Ranger is having the lane of her life, and Templar Assassin meanwhile is farming well, but farming scarily, you know.
Yeah.
Pinkman's gonna have the bottle rush. HBK, he's gonna get a sentry ward dewarded. Is this a war that he can win? Rubik against Ricky. I mean, he's fate bolted.
And looks like Ricky might just die here.
He can blink strike on the creep wave and force a lot of mana out of the Rubik. So that's not bad at all. He was close to dying, but he will live. And live with the fact that he dewarded the camp and is gonna be allowed to be pulled. He even had a salve and tango already delivered from the courier. Bottom lane meanwhile, they try to pressure Raw Ranger a bit. Impale and Scatter Blast is gonna be thrown out. So, some close calls here. TA's courier is gonna die. TA is in some trouble, but it's daytime. So not the slow coming from the void of Night Stalker. Going pretty good so far on the mid lane for both the players who have their bottles delivered. Oh, Rubik might be in some trouble. Actually, Ricky just gonna get nuked. He's taken out completely.
Templar is currently facing a lot of issues here. Okay, so Snapfire was almost dead there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of action going on. There's a lot of action going on the map.
Yeah,
I'm looking
exactly.
at the top lane and like the bottom lane is suffering. I'm looking at the bottom lane and the top lane seems to be suffering.
Oh, but look at the bottom lane. Raw Ranger, she's been jumped and the Scatter Blast is gonna be the death of her, followed with the Impale. Evil Ash and No Chance, they're gonna tag together to get that kill. So both the position ones, they have suffered a couple of deaths. And meanwhile, Night Stalker, he's gonna be bothered in the daytime at the very least by HBK, the Orb of Venom. It's definitely delivering for the side of HBK. Mid lane, Zeus and Tiny. Not falling down to low HP just so far, but Tiny is in a bit of problems in terms of mana. And Evil Ash, he's making the rotation. Probably gonna drop the Observer Ward. Look at this, a very good spot for Observer Ward.
Yeah, it gives a decent room control as well. When the mid Observer Ward expires, which it is about to in 30 seconds.
TA going for the refraction max, that is the typical build you go for, right? You just want to max as much damage as you can so that you can start jungling with the Psy Blades, is what I assume.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be the way forward in this game too, I believe.
Yeah, 2-1 so far.
Zeus trying to kill Tiny right now. Okay, just mild harass.
Yeah, just might harass. Oh, gonna cancel the clarity. Will take 2 tower hits, but is still gonna fall
Okay,
back.
yeah, the 6-minute runes, Rubik.
Oh, with the rotation, Zeus.
Zeus.
Yeah, teach me
And
Dota.
Ping
Wonderful
Man's
wraparound. That was beautiful, right? Double damage, however, Evilash is gonna claim it. Is he gonna go for it? He knows that the Rubik doesn't have much mana. Can trade a few last hits. I mean, right clicks.
Don't want to risk it, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We thought Tiny was in trouble this whole time. It was Zeus who got played to his death, thanks to the credits of Teach Me Dota on the Rubik.
I think he
On
might
the
have a
lane.
kill potential right now.
Yeah, Impale.
The
He's
infused
gonna connect.
raindrop actually helping him out.
Oh, it might be Nyx dying instead. Oh,
Oh,
slight
it doesn't
mistiming.
connect.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle tower
the connection
is
wasn't
under
there on the
attack.
Fire Snap cookie. Mid
Okay, Tiny
lane.
has his toss.
Avalanche is gonna connect, but the slow from the heavenly jump.
Dire's structures
Toss
are
back.
fortified.
I think he
Yeah.
should have just tossed him back to the under the tower. They still get the kill though. But
Yeah,
I
it's
do
still a kill.
believe- Yeah.
I guess they were convinced that they had enough damage, especially after the heavenly jump was on cooldown. So
Yeah. And like after these rotations, like if you see Templar is starting to regain the momentum. He's getting the farm
Mhm.
that he needs here. Yeah, like
Really-
Ricky's doing the pulling.
Really love the
work farm.
Basilius build from the TA. It's all the mana regen to
Yeah.
have refraction used to the full potential. And of course Ricky benefits from it as well. Just harass and stick around the Templar Assassin with the raindrop of course to himself. They've also gone for the magic wand, so they have decent items to have mana regen and HP regen. But
Yeah,
it's
well-
nighttime now.
What do you think about the itemization? What do you think is Zeus planning for in this game? Is he gonna go the E-Blade, the usual E-Blade?
I think the burst lies there with the Snapfire and Nyx, so he should be going for the E-Blade.
Yeah.
But wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the Aether Lens. 8-minute mark, contesting the power runes, smoke,
Under attack.
and it's gonna be a bottled invisibility rune coming from the side of Tiny. He's gonna avalanche so that HBK doesn't snatch it. Also, Ricky at level 4 would be happy to grab the invisibility, unlike at level 6. Kyle,
Dire's
it's gonna be
top tower
impaled,
is under
but no
attack.
chance any village. They will not commit to it. They'll just go back. Pressure is being applied at top by Team G. So, I mean,
Okay, there are three at the bottom. They're trying to.
oh, the Snapfire cookie is gonna miss. Scatterblast is gonna connect, however, but no chance realizes that it's something that they can just go back and forth. Kyle is probably gonna fall to the Thunder God's Wrath instead, and Pinkman will secure that kill. They didn't want to dive completely deep. Tiny's gonna TP later, however, he has an invisibility rune he bottled earlier. But the Observer
There's a
Ward and
Sentry and
Sentry
Observer.
Ward, it's gonna scout out, and even he's gonna realize himself that for a brief moment, the creeps were aggroing on top of him.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
that is gonna
is
allow
under
4
attack.
China plus me and Teach Me Dota to take the top tower. It's gone.
There's also a sentry here. I mean, they have clear vision here.
There's
But I think they'll still
more
get a
hero
kill.
coming in. He's gonna wrap around the towers instead. I mean the trees, and gonna go for it. No chance in trouble. He's gonna snap for cookie himself to safety. One more hit. Scatterblast slow. It's not enough. Rubik with the Fate Bolt is gonna be the pain of his death. HBK is trying to run away. Rotation successful, even though it was warded, and even though they scouted out the Tiny's movement. I think this is, in a small way, a victory of the skirmish at least for Team G.
Team G looking pretty good here. Even though T is
HBK.
getting a free farm.
He's gonna be tossed to his death into the avalanche, and Evilash, he's 2 seconds too late. He's gonna be shown his own medicine from the impale stolen by Rubik. All my sins need holy water is on a dominating streak, double kill. His rotation has been wonderful. There's nothing Pinkman could do about it with his mana unavailable for the moment. And Team G, they're looking sharp. They took the top tower, they applied pressure in the bottom side of the map.
They have also, if you notice, they have also blocked the ancient camp.
Oh yeah, while they did that, exactly. No
Yeah.
stacks for the TA to farm upon. And she's gonna TP to bottom side of the map. I think they're gonna
I think
be...
they wanna get the tower. They wanna pressure the bottom tower.
Exactly. And there is a double damage rune on the Tiny, so it's gonna allow him to deal more damage along with the siege unit at mid lane. So
Tiny's
tower
gonna
for
hit
tower.
Yeah, and Tiny's gonna hit his blink dagger soon.
Oh, very
So-
close to the blink dagger. That is right, timing. Nyx, is he gonna commit? The Zeus bolt. Oh, one more hit should do it, and it's gonna be the arc lightning securing the kill on Tiny. I guess he stepped his limits, and the limits are gonna cross with his death. Silencer, it's not over. The scatter blast just on the edge catches Kyle and HBK with the last blow. Just a small tickle with his sword. Ricky. It's going really well so far for the carries of both the teams, by the way. We have noticed they're completely avoiding fighting.
Yeah, they're having a lot of excellent farm. Even Row Ranger hits us 15-minute timing. It's gonna be a menace for the enemy team.
Certainly.
With the shard of Row Ranger.
That is
It's kinda
true.
insane how much damage it deals.
Now, I think the healing region and the fact that you slow people down with the frost arrows, it's just one of the best aghanim shards in the entire game of Dota. No chance. Curse of the Silence followed with the last word. He's not gonna be allowed to take the Arcade Rune. Zeus will grab it. Night Stalker with the rotation. He activates the Dark Ascension. Global Silence. Can it prevent? No. No chance, still falls. Is not gonna be allowed to escape. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, no problem. I'll try my best to cover that. Silencer is gonna be in trouble. Non-stop fighting coming here from both the teams. They took down No Chance, but instead Team Whoops react with the kills of the enemy offlaner and support dying. It's gonna be tier 1 tower they're gonna try to take down first. Templar Assassin is slightly online because of the Dragon Lance. Some safe distance to hit the tower from. And of course, the Cyanic Trap provide a lot of information. All my sins is Tiny. He's just hiding in the trees. Power
Blink
runes.
dagger ready.
Yeah, power runes just might be the power spike for Tiny. No chance meanwhile. Fighting against the Kobold from the trusty Shovel is gonna back off. I guess HBK knows that this isn't a kill they can achieve with backup TPs remaining. What do you think of the game so far? It's fairly even, right? For both the teams.
It's quite even right now, I would say. Because even TA is gonna hit his timing soon.
Yeah, 180 last hits. Oh, the Sapphire Cookie is gonna miss. Was it attempted ever for the Night Stalker? I don't think so.
It was just for farming.
Just for clearing the pre-phase, I see.
Yeah.
Last hits, however, Templar is
Okay,
leading the
Zeus
charge.
might be in trouble. Tiny and Silencer smoke. Tiny has a blink dagger. Might jump on
Silencer, the
Zeus.
smoke is
Any
gonna
kind of
dispel.
movement.
Tiny with the avalanche toss. The tree throw, is it gonna be there? Never mind. Kyle
He
with
just
the
dies
curse of
with
silence.
the curse of silence. Yeah.
Exactly. And Rubik is happy to keep the arc lightning. Doesn't even bother to steal the vendetta, even though he had the vision of the next assassin over there. Global silence gets thrown out. It's gonna be the death of Draw Ranger, maybe? No. After the global, HBK and No Chance completely stop pursuing. And Snapfire had the ult. I think they could have gotten that kill, but it was too risky and too much commitment. Oh, look at this. Invisibility rune on Tiny again. Snapfire gonna be tossed into the crippling fear. Nighttime. No chance. Trying to run for his life. High ground he goes, but it's not high enough from the flying terror of the Night Stalker. Ricky, he might be in trouble too. Oh, his teammate is gonna be tossed, but never mind. HBK trying to live. Gonna be caught off detection, and meanwhile Rubik gets caught to the Nyx Assassin and Zeus. More fighting going on here. Oh, the Vendetta hit. And Nyx Assassin will follow with his death. He will ash. His killing spree instantly got killed thanks to the rotation of Tiny. So much action going on here.
TA just got his Desolator right now. I think they'll try to pressure the mid and they'll try to secure the Roshan as soon as possible. Ricky is not that close to the shard.
Oh, but the toss, the avalanche! Silence!
And
Templar
Ranger might just
Assassin,
die here.
she's still alive. Refraction is gonna allow her to be standing. And it's Drow Ranger instead who falls. For a moment it looked bad for Templar Assassin, but Drow Ranger is the one with the death. And things are looking very nice here for Team Whoops all of a sudden, even though it's night time and it's 12 each on the scoreboard.
They're trying to secure the runes right now.
They'll settle for
And both the teams fail. And both the teams fail. There is no rune there.
I just realized No Chance denied the Regent rune because Zeus was far away and he expected it to be too much time for him to walk and grab it.
Zeus is going Kayan Sanj right now.
Oh, Kayan
That's
Sanj with the Aether Lens done already. Yeah, let's look at the
Yeah.
items. We haven't talked much about the neutral items. Pinkpan is actually not holding any neutral item. Neither is Teach Me Dota. But it's just tier 1 neutral items unlocked so far. So I guess some of the neutral items are as good as useless to some of the
There's a
players.
broom handle. There's a broom handle. That's why Zeus is not taking it, I guess.
Oh, okay, makes sense, huh? I guess HBK is gonna stick with the HP parts because Ricky.
HBK
on
just
support.
got his shard. HBK just got his shard. I think
Oh,
they'll
that's
try
the
to
big
make some plays
timing.
now.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that. Ricky, we need to keep an eye on this guy. He's invisible.
Yeah, Ricky is going top. Nyx is TPing top. They might try to.
Oh, Nyx is
do some play
already
on-
invisible. So the invisible
Yeah.
duo might be looking on the Drow Ranger. Her dead body perhaps. But at the same time, it could
Drow
be...
Ranger just smells it. I think.
Yeah, I guess Drow Ranger's 6th Sense is just proccing over there and letting us know, two invisible heroes, nighttime, better play it safe back in my triangle. Let's
Yeah,
take a look
not-
at the
not-
Templar Assassin, by the way. She's
TA
going
is
for a
getting
BKB.
a lot of farm. TA is out farming the Drow Ranger right now. This is going to be very troublesome.
Exactly.
Nice,
And
nice.
at the same
Even
time,
like if you look at his traps, right? His traps is giving vision of the entire jungle at the bottom, and
Yeah,
that just
then-
means to say that they
oh, look at this. Wait a second. Fight breaking out. Nyx Assassin toss in the air. Silenced and silenced to his death. It's gonna be 4 China plus me getting the kill on the Night Stalker. Rotation being made here. HBK he might be in trouble, but the Avalanche Toss combo is on cooldown. He's gonna smoke himself to safety. He's not gonna be able to put the sleeping dart, but now he will, and that's not gonna allow HBK to get tossed into a dangerous spot. Kyle, meanwhile, he's slowed. Oh, the TP cancellation coming from the Aether Lens Lightning Bolt. That might be the death of Kyle. Just 2 more hits from the TA.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And a pause comes out. This
Is this
observer
a tactical pause? Is this a tactical pause?
Perhaps, yeah, the game's pace has been too fast, at least for us to keep up, maybe for the players too. But yeah,
Lots
let's
of
talk a
action
little
going
bit.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of action going on the map, and let's talk a little bit about the vision. Observer wards. I mean, can definitely take some tips from these observer ward spots. They are not the easy ones to get rewarded.
Yeah, especially like since there's a Ricky in the enemy team, they have to
Uh-huh.
ward very careful, very carefully. Like
look at-
if you can see, like there is sentry ward in every entry.
Oh, the
spot.
mid spot,
There is-
yeah.
Yeah. And like
Also,
it is
that
all
was
covered right
that
now.
was the economical damage that you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
We can see the sentry wards planted all the way from the triangle to the river edge, and let's be honest. The vision game is definitely looking strong for Team Whoops with the TA, with the Zeus, with the Ricky Invisible,
Yep.
and at the same time,
Definitely.
the ganking game is
Ganking game, Night Stalker has
Team
kind
G,
of an
yeah.
upper hand because of his ultimate, but right now it's on cooldown. So
Yeah,
like
definitely.
they'll probably wait for the cooldown to get over. Maybe Night Stalker hits his Blind Dagger, and then they try to do some plays around the map.
Actually, it's a bit of relief at the same time that the games come to a pause. We can actually take all the looks
Yeah.
at all the items of everyone. The smallest items like Ring of Basilius and Quelling Blades on Drow Ranger. and the big items like Desolator, Echo Saber on the TA and Night Stalker respectively. Aether Lens done here for the Rubik. Is he gonna go for the shard? Because I like the Aghanim shard of Rubik. It allows your teammate to get a safety.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. And like here, even Glimmer Cape won't help you. There's a
Exactly,
Zeus there.
with the
There's
cast
a-
range.
Yeah. Exactly.
But he's gonna be going for the 4 staff, of course, playing against the Ricky Snapfire and Templar Assassin. You want to put your teammates in a safer spot. And
Tiny is rushing Axe. So,
yeah, I love
even
it.
that-
I mean,
yeah.
it's,
Something to look out for in a team fight.
yeah.
Unless he gets smoked. Unless he gets smoked by Ricky. That is.
Yeah. I think Tiny is gonna be able to deal a lot of physical damage from distance. I really like his Aghanim Scepter. It's like being a sniper for the brief period of tree volley, and
Yeah.
you deal like insane amount of damage. But at the same time, magical damage is something that Team G needs to negate
I
coming
think
from
Joe
the Zeus
Ranger
and
might be in
Snapfire.
trouble. I think
Oh
Joe
yeah,
Ranger
he
might be in
doesn't have
trouble.
a
He's
4
farming.
staff. The Cyanic Trap is gonna catch him. Fleeting Dart into the smoke. 2 more hits. Templar Assassin on a killing spree.
That was actually a very bold move by Joe Ranger, farming that area.
Yeah, and that is gonna allow Evil Ash and No Chance to take some control of this side of the triangle of their opponent.
I think it's Roshan time. I think it's Roshan time. Just like I said, get a pick off, go Roshan.
Guess what? There is an Aghanim Shard done on No Chance as well on the Snapfire. The scan is gonna connect from the Radiant. They have a rough idea of what's happening, but without Draw Ranger, they simply don't want to take a 4v5 fight.
I do think they'll try. I do think they're gonna try. Yeah, they're definitely
It's down
gonna
to
try.
quarter HP. Ricky, he has scouted. Oh, the global silence, but Roshan, he's not in danger at all. And TA will claim it, although it's at the cost of the supports dying. This might be a Dead Knight Stalker, might be Tiny on the next list of death coming from Templar. Teach Me Dota trying his best to run away. He doesn't have a 4 staff. The hit is gonna miss. Oh, so unlucky there. And even the Spike Carapace has been returned. TA will finish him off. Got the kill on the Night Stalker. Drow Ranger died again meanwhile during all of it.
This
And
is looking very sad for the enemy team. They're gonna lose their mid tower.
yeah, it
A
seems
region,
so.
a lucky region rune as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Exactly. And a region rune, a blessing for the Templar Assassin here. Is back to full HP with a second life already in his backpack. I mean,
With a
in
black
his
dagger
inventory.
too. Now I think Rubik is dead. Rubik is dead. If TA will definitely try to jump on Rubik and kill
They
him.
had the vision of him, but he's in trees, and you don't want to jump on a support with the missing heroes like Night Stalker and Tiny. But look at this, Night Stalker gets caught instead. The invisible duo, they're gonna scout him out. Impale, Zeus, Thunder God's Wrath. One more hit on the silencer, it's gonna be Zeus taking it with Arc Lightning. TA
The toss.
completely scared. He's not scared at all. Rubik once again lives on a low HP. Slither of HP, he's gonna survive. Templar Assassin is... She's gonna be slowed, but not slowed to death. And Drow Ranger,
Joe Ranger has his spike finished. Now he can actually save himself from a lot of
Radiant's
trouble
middle tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
with the Hurricane spike.
so for the
Rubik
first
on
time...
the even Rubik is making a shard, just like you anticipated.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
going for a shard next.
For the first time in the game, it feels like some lead is finally there with one of the team, and it is Team Whoops, I would say, with the Aegis, with the mid tower taken, and with
Yeah.
the kills on Tiny and Night Stalker in the previous team fight.
Yeah, this is just a farming Aegis right now. Like they're gonna control the map. TA is gonna get his BKB, and then they're gonna pressure towers. They're gonna start pressuring towers.
Exactly. And look at this, they are not done. HBK, he's gonna plant the sleeping dart on
Force
Rubik,
staff.
but he's gonna force staff to safety. Snapfire cookies, they're completely not gonna achieve anything.
Nappa going for Guardian Waves. Nyx Assassin has a Blink Dagger.
Yeah,
I
and an
had
instant
no
smoke
difference.
coming from the side of Team G. They're gonna try to go for it. HBK might be the caught one without mana and HP. This might be his death, but it's just a position 5. Look at this, Night Stalker going for more kills. Templar Assassin, can they catch him twice? He's definitely gonna be dead once. And Aegis has already been claimed in the previous fight. So the second time.
Yeah,
and
I almost
missed that.
forgot. Yeah, even I saw it, but then I was like, oh wait a second.
Oh, okay. A lot of things to keep an eye on, huh? Quick, fast space to Dota at the same time.
Best Dota.
Yeah, man, what a response coming from Team G. I mean, I was completely unaware of the fact that Templar Assassin had her Aegis
Now
taken
this is
down.
actually trouble. Yeah, this is actually trouble. So in the mid fight, Tiny actually tossed TA into the tower. Into the tower. Yeah. I
Oh,
think you
so
missed
that's
that.
how he died.
Yeah.
My goodness. I was focused on the fact that Rubik lived at, 2% HP for the second time against TA, and I didn't even realize that TA's Aegis got taken down. But my apologies, guys. There's probably gonna be a smoke coming from the side of Team Whoops. HBK, Vilash, no chance. They're grouping up together. Pinkman is gonna devoured the enemy Psionic Trap, and is gonna continue to do so. He's not gonna be a part of the smoke. Look at this. Silencer Kyle. He might run into a few heroes. They're going for the Tiny. They scouted him with the Vision. Now with the Zeus Thunder God's Wrath, they're gonna catch Rubik. Two man impel coming from him. There's gonna be a Kyle falling. Rubik, he's gonna be dead too. He tries to pick pull his way back to life, but he's gonna fall anyway. And no
There's a
chance.
free bottom tower here.
Oh yeah, the wave push coming from the Templar Assassin. The timing is brilliant for Team Whoops here. For a moment, it felt like Kyle was the one breaking the smoke and getting off, and his teammates going back safe. But no, it was the next assassin with the Blink Dagger, and he got a brilliant impale off on two of the heroes of Team G. Tiny's game has been slowed down a bit, I must say. Hasn't been able to get the Aghanim Scepter that quickly compared to the kills he was raining down in the mid game.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for. I think he should have gone for like Echo Saber instead, and a BKB. Is what I
but
think,
it's,
because they don't have that good of a setup right now. Like Night Stalker can only stun one hero and slow him down.
I think the real problem lies in the fact that Night Stalker is a hunter himself too, and there is nobody who can stand in front for Team G at the moment. And if Tiny has to be the one standing in front, he can't be the one to tree volleys. So I guess in a way you're right, but at the same time they can play the split push games with the Drow Ranger and the Night Stalker Tiny. And Teach Me Dota, he has been fine. He has the 4-staff and Aether Lens, but
TA got his
they will need the
BKB.
Aghanim Shard on him, I think.
TA got his BKB. They are gonna smoke
Big timing.
right away.
Oh, and it's night time. Templar Assassin. He does have a couple of scouts. The trap is gonna scout out Impale, but Silencer, he's still alive. Evilash is gonna be the one taken down. Night Stalker jumps in, but is that a dangerous spot? Tree volley coming in here, but the refraction are gonna allow TA to be alive. Next assassin, he goes in. Impale is gonna miss. Drow Ranger off position. Hurricane Pike on cooldown is gonna be dead. Drow Ranger gets taken down. Tiny is gonna TP to safety. Rubik trying to run away as well. Silencer, he will escape. He's gonna TP back to safety.
Tiny,
The buyback
Tiny.
from Nyx.
Tiny's dying here. Yeah.
Caught him with the stun. I think so. It was the sleeping dart or the vision.
What
of
changed this? What changed this fight was this observer ward here. So what happened is the enemy placed the observer ward, and TA quickly cleared that observer ward, and then they had the superior vision.
I
had the
see.
superior vision here. Yeah.
So is that the reason why Tiny's TP got cancelled? Because they could see him TPing in this specific spot, and
Yeah. He was trying to hide behind the tree while TPing.
Oh, okay. That is, information and vision just gets you so much. Oh, look at this HBK. His position, he's gonna scout out two heroes, Rubik and Drow Ranger at the very least. I'm pretty sure he saw that. And look at this deep ward. This is another thing that Team Whoops have planted as a bit of a time bomb on the vision side. So pretty difficult to keep up with the game. Still not a very one-sided game for either of the team. Roshan might be the next objective, but the invisible duo, they're gonna try to gather information again. HBK, he's gonna walk under a Tiny. He doesn't see any heroes nearby. Top tower, that's perhaps what Team Whoops will be trying to take next. Oh, and Scan is gonna connect on the Silencer. Jump here coming from the side of Evilash. His Impale is gonna latch. The Snapfire cookie is good. A blink back and a hit will do it. Templar Assassin He's gonna get 1 kill. Second on the list is probably gonna be Rubik. He's gonna try to lift himself to safety, but the smoke is not gonna save. The kill has not been secured. Impale coming from Evil Ash. Now Ranger still trying to run away.
Top tower is under attack.
They're gonna get the tower.
Radiant's top tower is
Team
falling.
whoops. Man, this is chaotic. I mean, who gets set up for a kill? You saw the beautiful Snapfire cookie coming in from No Chance. And one mode MMR tourist, he just meld hits him and instantly blinks back to safety to try and catch more enemies off position. Roshan is gonna be up, by the way. It's scouted out by the Cyanic Trap. Crystallis, no BKB used so far by the TA, even though he has made it to try and take care of the silences of the opponent team. He's gonna be building a Silver Edge next.
That's a free shot for next assassin, by the way.
Oh, indeed.
It's gonna be very troublesome.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, like if you read it, like Vendetta is like
Oh yeah,
way
that
better
is
right
a
now.
very
It's
good
like
Aghanim
super
shard
buff.
indeed.
Yeah. And there's a magic resist reduction. So whoever next jumps in, and if he eats Snapback Cookie and like
The magic damage is gonna be amplified
modern
with the combination of
Yeah,
Zeus with the Kai and Sanj. Okay, that is some
Exactly.
unholy magic damage indeed. Kyle, oh, his courier is gonna die. He's gonna die too, it seems. He's gonna be silenced to death. Zeus, Thunder God's Wrath for the vision. Dow Ranger is gonna force staff to safety. Zeus under the tower. Pinkman, he's in trouble. And the Aghanim Shard of Dow Ranger is putting some work. Zeus gets taken out, so does No Chance. 2 heroes to 1. Teach me Dota. He's gonna get impaled. He's in trouble. He's silenced. Oh wow, Dow Ranger Aghanim Shard completely paying off, and this could be Ricky dying as well. Observer got taken out as well. 4 heroes taken down just for the trade of Kyle. And Teach Me Dota, he was beautiful there with the save. And the Hurricane Pike back from the Dow Ranger was as brilliant. What a fight. Templar Assassin trying to go for the Night Stalker, but he's gonna blink away.
This is actually a problem for TA because if they lose one more fight, I think Drow Ranger is gonna come back stronger.
Yeah, and TA
Another
is
item.
slightly weak in the late game regard of the game. Doesn't scale like a Spectre or a Drow Ranger or a Slark anymore. So it's a bit of problem. And usually you don't see a Templar Assassin getting kited. Guess what? He might go for the Courier Snipe here at the top side. He does have his Silver Edge completed, TA, with the double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So problems coming here for the side of Team G, but they have fought back pretty well. And
Night Stalker, Tiny, and Drow Ranger are really good against me.
yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this Impale, Mana Burn. Night Stalker is some trouble. He's gonna pop his BKB and the Global Silence. That will prevent his life from going down. Oh, that was beautiful, man. Teach Me Dota as Rubik with his Aghanim Shard, and now with the Aether Lens and Psychic Headband, he just might be the savior for his team. Tiny, he's gonna get caught, but he's gonna be put back to safety by Rubik, none other than the position 4 of Team G.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Drow Ranger building up a Skadi. This might be problems. Tiny, he's gonna blink in, and Rubik, he can save him. Templar Assassin is gonna jump on the silencer. Drow Ranger is gonna take down HBK, who was caught off position. Kyle still hiding in trees. They have the vision of this fight. BKB popped by the Drow Ranger. He's down to a quarter HP. And the tree volley is not gonna be killing Zeus. He's gonna TP back to safety. Tiny is gonna be silenced, slowed. It's just HBK taken down.
Pretty good fight for 48 for the team. 48. I'm really bad with the name of the team.
Oh, the
So I'll
names
just call
of the
it
teams,
TA's
yeah.
team. Yeah, the TA's
I guess you
team.
can just call it Dire and Radiant, but look at this, the jump on the Rubik. The savior, he's been finally caught, and the jump coming from the side of Evil Ash. Nyx Assassin is gonna impale the Night Stalker, and in daytime they'll take down the Night Stalker.
This is
Three
not
kill
looking
going
good at
down.
all. They still have ages. They're gonna go for the T3.
Yeah, 2 heroes without buybacks. Let's take a look at the buybacks, okay? It's only buyback available for the Drow Ranger, and she doesn't want to get caught off guard. Fortification. Age is going down in 40 seconds.
The melt dispels.
Oh yeah, that's the big
kind of OP
talent.
for, yeah,
Gonna
that's kind
flick
of
out
OP
to
against
safety.
Silencer.
Radiant's middle barracks is under attack.
Oh, he's simply gonna use the melt dispel to his advantage. Barely any damage taken from the harassment of the side of Silencer. Tiny, he's gonna jump in avalanche toss. No more hits, 10 seconds, and his Aegis is gonna be taken out. He will spawn with full HP, full mana. Drow Ranger gets
Drow
caught
Ranger
there.
out of
Global
position.
silence. Oh, Drow Ranger, she's caught dead. She does have a buyback. Rubik lift. It's a bit late. HBK with the steeping dart. Silencer, he's in trouble. He's gonna force off to safety. The tree volley is gonna come in. Zeus gonna throw the Nimbus. Night Stalker, he gets taken down yet again. And the physical damage coming from the side of TA. Aside with the magical damage of Zeus is too much. 4 dead for Team G. And one set of barracks is gonna be taken. His backdoor protection activating.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dark are scattered.
They will continue to hammer down the tower at the bottom side.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's looking now a game in the advantage of the side of Team Whoops.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
They're just gonna go back now. Like, go back to farm, get your next item, and looks like the Aji Bling
Yeah,
is
yeah.
shortly next for TA. Let's look
Yeah,
at the
he's
items
gonna
right
be
now,
looking
real
at
quick.
he's gonna be looking at the Swift Blink, it seems, like you
Yeah.
suggested. So
And-
double damage bottled, Swift Blink on the
There's an E-Blade on Zeus as well. So Zeus, like just now he disassembled the SNY.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
I
the-
see.
Yeah, so it's like the K and Y.
The Kaya and
the
Sanj
Kaya
was
and
disassembled
Sanj.
so that he
Yeah.
could complete the ethereal blade. Look at
KNS.
this jump from the Nyx Assassin. Impale is gonna catch Silencer. Toss. Nyx Assassin. He's dead to the Fate Bolt. Ishmi Dota trying to run away. BKB activated by Tiny. Drow Ranger with the multi-shot arrows. Night Stalker. He wants to go close, but he cannot go much too close to the Templar Assassin, who's dishing so much
Will they
physical
still want to
damage from
fight?
the distance. They will get the
Will they
vision
still
taken
fight?
down. HBK might be caught. Avalanche toss. Tree volley. The support is gonna be dead. And now TA next on the list. Buyback coming from
Score.
HBK. This is
He still has
looking
a
bad.
BKB. TA still has a BKB. If they win this fight, they're gonna end it.
Oh, look at this. The Rubik. Ghost Scepter activated. At least he's safe for the moment. This just might be the fight.
Tiny, on the other hand, getting beaten by Snapfire.
Yeah, beaten by Snapfire, and Pinkman will secure that kill on his Zeus. The magical damage duo is gonna deal his death. Top tower is what Team Whoops is looking for. Team G, they had some amazing fight backs, but they simply couldn't catch the Templar Assassin, off guard or without
Yeah.
safety. Rubik pulled off some amazing safety.
Like I said, the
Kaya-
Silencer is currently griefing right now. If you look at Silencer's entire game, it's just grief at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's very less that you can do, except for ult and silence. And guess what?
And
The
grief.
game,
Yeah.
yeah, certainly. A sleeping Night Stalker, and that's probably gonna be mega creeps for the side of Team Dire.
It's a
I mean,
GG.
Team Whoops.
It's a GG call.
It's gonna be called game
Yeah.
1, taken in the bag by Team Whoops. Unfortunate here for Team G, but let's see how it goes in game 2. So Team Whoops, they emerge victorious, 1-0 lead, and thunderous applaud indeed, like Pinkman with the voice line mentions. Who do you think was the MVP for this series, man?
Damn, I think
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the supports. The rotations were amazing from Nyx Assassin and Ricky, both, in my opinion. And even Silencer couldn't offer much while rotating because like he's clearly the worst matchup against these heroes. So I think the MVPs are always the supports.
I see. So in a way, you want to say Evil Ash is the MVP combined with HP.
Oh yeah,
The
I think so.
The invisible duo would be the MVP.
I think so.
Yeah, makes sense. I would go with the Templar Assassin. I mean, his positioning was flawless.
Yeah.
In a bad team fight where everybody got caught from their side, and he was the one with the guys. I don't want to die here. I'm just gonna back off. He played a very composed and a clean game, so I would give it to CJ. I think that's his name on the scoreboard. So Whoops is gonna take the victory, and we'll be back with the second game. Lefty. That was really fun game to watch. Honestly, we were not able to keep the track of all things.
There was a lot of things going on at the 10th minute mark or so. At the 10th and 12th minute
being
mark.
able to resonate those things as a caster, I simply hate it when I miss a thing like Aegis of TA already being taken down. But it's all right. We'll be back with the game too. Lefty, anything you have to add to this game?
Yeah, I think Team G should learn from the mistakes and like not screw up the drafting phase.
Okay, I guess that's one way to go with it. And I guess they can pick some more impactful heroes because TA was simply dispelling, and Silencer at a certain point.
TA was actually a good pick. Like it did not come across my mind the male dispel talent right away, but then it suddenly made sense. Like when I was seeing Silencer using his spells and like TA just dispelling it.
I guess it's just the genius of the carry, who has experience playing against these heroes and who mentioned the fact that, hey guys, these heroes, I can beat them from distance, and there's probably 2 or 3 spells that I can dispel with meld, and it was probably his request to play the Templar Assassin.
Yeah. And if you look at the win probability graph, they were actually winning. But then like something happened after 15 minutes, this is what I was like talking about, right? TA hitting his timings.
Especially mad credits to No Chance for drafting a vision-oriented game with the likes of the Nuisance, of Ricky and Nyx Assassin. So that will be the game 1, and we'll be back with the game 2 soon when the draft is underway. So, anyway, I was just talking about the net worth and everything. Both the teams carries, they had a fairly good start, right? To the game. So they had a decent start to the game. I mean, TA and Drow Ranger. So they were able to play a decent game at the start. Like they TP'd at the opposite sides of the map, and they were able to get decent.
I think Drow Ranger dying top was actually one of the big pivotal moments, I would say, because Drow was farming till then. Yeah, Drow was farming back till then, and like after Drow dies, you just simply lose control of a lot of the map. There is
so basically when they made the rotation of Drow Ranger TPing top and Templar Assassin TPing bottom, TA had a tower to take, whereas there was no tower to take for Drow Ranger, and that allowed the side of Team Hopes to assassinate Drow Ranger once or twice. Caught with HBK, Nyx Assassin, and occasionally with No Chance as well. And of course, the overlooming terror of the Thunder God's Wrath coming from Zeus. So that is what decided it. And Night Stalker and Tiny, they tried to make the delivery on the kills and the ganking part, but it was not enough because they were simply not able to catch the TA, right? And that was the big kill that they were trying to find, but it was gonna come like if you're diving too deep inside the map, it would come with the cost of your death, and it would just allow Ricky, Nyx Assassin, and Snapfire as well as Zeus to make a brilliant trade of kills, I think. And Zeus with that magical damage bill, I mean, I was very impressed with the Kai and Sarge disassembled into E-Blade and the Aether Lens. Rubik tried his
Yeah,
best.
not to forget the shard, you know, like the free
Right.
shard for Nyx Assassin. Even that
Oh
was
yeah,
a huge thing,
wow.
yeah.
I think it was the Roche deciding a lot of make or break.
Yeah,
situation.
they had the better Roshan control compared to
Mhm.
the drone.
So I think Team G, they should have focused on the Roshan. I mean, they were not having that information, right? That Roche was low, and HBK and Evil Ash, they just threw themselves in front of
And
the
I
Roche
think,
pit.
yeah, I think in that Roshan fight, they made a good call to smoke in directly. Like Dro was just coming in.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, correct.
I feel that they could have played it a bit better, and like someone would have actually gone into the Roshan pit because
Mm-hmm.
no one was focusing in to go like where the TA is. You know, like they were just focused on killing people and stuff, while TA was just getting a free Aegis. TA actually got enough time to get the Aegis, and no one contested her. Everyone was
Yeah.
fighting outside the pit. And
I think the
that's
contesting
disaster.
should have been inside the pit and not outside the pit. That was the make or
Exactly.
break over there. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
we'll be back with the second game. Thanks for the analysis on that, Lefty. I think that was a very crucial pickup. And let's look forward to game 2. I hope it goes to a 3 series for the best of 3.
For sure.
Yeah.
See you soon, guys.
Hello, welcome back to AAA series powered by AAA Gaming. It's me, Frozen Razor, also known as Akash in real life, and joining me is gonna be Lefty. How are you, man, Lefty? It's the second game we'll be casting.
Really
It's
good.
1-0 lead for Team Whoops against Team G. So, is it gonna be a bounce back coming from Team G, or is it gonna be Whoops taking the series clinically?
I think,
We'll
yeah,
find out.
I think Team G was actually playing very solid Dota. Just that, yeah, like the picks discrepancy, but overall, I would say like I think they're gonna, yeah, try to come up with a more interesting draft and yeah, maybe try to trash Whoops.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they've very
I'm hoping for it though. I'm hoping for it though because then we'll get to see Game 3 and like Game 3 is always the most interesting
That is right.
to
The
watch.
decider,
Yeah.
when it comes down to a decider, it simply goes like, is the series gonna go back and forth, or is it gonna be a clean sheet to the guy who just pulled off a comeback? Like, a guy puts a punch back to your face after you took one, and then are you able to put the second punch or not, or is it the one
Yep.
coming from the other victim? I mean, it's just fist fight we're talking about, but this is gonna be Dota. It's a lot of back and forth in the game itself, and a lot of iterations of itemization, drafting, reflexes, who gets the unfortunate double damage, Roshan spawn, you never know. But Lefty, I think during the draft phase we discussed that Ricky, Nyx, the
Yeah.
nuisance type of heroes such as Snapfire as well is a bit of nuisance if you think about it.
Yeah.
And
Irrespective of that, I still feel Lina gets banned.
oh yeah, I would say
Irrespective
Lina
of that, I would say the
Rizzi.
first phase bans are yeah on point.
Yeah, certainly. I'll stick to the same drafting strategy if I was Whoops. So anyway, the draft is gonna be underway soon. With the picks and bans, we'll take a look at
Dire
that.
team
Uh,
ban.
Not surprised with the Treant Protector
Treant
getting
ban.
banned as well.
Okay.
We forgot that one. I mean,
Radiant
I
team
think
ban.
tower taking
Ricky
is
ban.
the name of the game, right? In early
Yeah.
and mid game. So Treant Protector completely stops it, and if there are some unkillable heroes, Treant Protector almost makes it difficult and
It
a
makes it
task.
difficult to siege as well. Like sieging towers is a bit tough. With the
10
seconds
constant
remaining.
healing,
Correct.
and the mid tower is so crucial
Right.
for
5
the
seconds
entire map
remaining.
control.
Ban.
Yeah, map
So I think,
opening
yeah,
up and
Trent
smoke
is
ganks,
a nice-
everything. Not surprised to see
Yeah.
Ricky get banned, are we? From the side of Team
Not
G.
surprised at all. But
Okay.
I'm actually surprised about the Slark ban here.
Same.
I'm starting to think, what do they plan to pick?
Yeah, a first
Which
phase
is
Slark.
which is worst against a Slark.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
completely
yeah.
caught off guard with the Slark ban
5
as well
seconds
myself.
remaining.
So I would suggest it could be something that is countered by leash, or maybe
Yeah.
something like
Dire
a
team
doom
pick.
carry. You never know. Okay, Disruptor gets picked. I've seen Evil Ash play on amazing Evil Ash Disruptor games all these years in Indian Dota. So I'm gonna say this one thing: his glimpse is like on point. Okay, this guy knows how to
10
force a
seconds
BKB out of
remaining.
the opponents if they are gonna get glimpse back to their death. Like
5
it's
seconds
either the
remaining.
BKB charge or your death.
Yeah.
So
I also think that there might be a SF2 Shadow Fiend pick somewhere down the leg. Maybe a mid SF, maybe a carry SF. We
or
don't know.
maybe a Nature's Prophet and maybe a One Punch Man because
Yeah.
Tusk
Okay.
has
There's
been
a Tusk.
definitely a
Okay.
hot
This,
pick.
this draft is looking more exciting,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Hey, honestly,
There's a
we,
lot of team fight, a lot of catch.
honestly, with the
10
first two
seconds
picks
remaining.
already, it seems like we might be able to see something like a
5
glimpse
seconds
getting
remaining.
saved by Snowball, or you're fascinated
Yeah.
to think of such things. So, I mean, yeah, if you're able to pull
Exactly.
it off, you might as well be on the same.
Can you snowball through a kinetic field though?
I
haven't
think you
personally
can.
tried it.
You can. So basically,
Yeah, if that is possible, then yeah, a Tusk with a bling dagger is so powerful. If there is no disruptor.
I guess the only downside to the static field is the silence coming from the static storm.
Radiant
Yeah,
Basically,
exactly.
when you try to make the
Crystal
snowball save,
Maiden.
you either have to use your BKB as a tusk, or else you have to snowball from all
Yeah.
the way back. It needs to be like a
Yeah.
vector targeted thing in a line, and the opponent should stand still. The opponent can just choose to walk into their own static storm, right? So that's like
10
the
seconds
type of
remaining.
things that I'm able to, just theory craft.
Now, yeah,
5 seconds
like
remaining.
from the last game, from the previous game, we really
Radiant
saw
team
how
back.
Ricky and Nick Assassin was such a good duo, right? And right now it is like Tusk and CM look like a very good duo. Even Disruptor and Nix look like a very good duo.
Yeah, on the fighting part.
Yeah,
I,
like it's a balanced draft so far.
10
yeah,
seconds
so
remaining
far
back.
it's been
50-50.
completely a concealed draft, I would say. You don't
Okay,
know where.
and LC ban.
Yeah, an LC ban.
That's.
Uh,
Is there a Brood Mother coming?
yeah, I think so. There's a brood mother coming
Radiant
probably
team back.
from Booms.
Yeah.
High chances it
I
might be
mean,
there.
these, yeah, LC, Slark, Trained Protector. Broodmother does not like these heroes that much.
Dire team back.
So I would say so far the draft has been completely concealed, right? So to add
Yeah.
some mystery factor, I would go with the take that this Tusk might be a mid Tusk, or else
Oh.
this Tusk might be an off-lane
10
Tusk.
seconds
It's a
remaining.
flexible hero, so that's
Yeah,
what Team
it's
G
a very flexible pick. Yeah.
5
yeah,
seconds
I agree.
remaining.
might end up as a position 4 Tusk as well.
I would love to see a mid Tusk.
Yeah, I would love to see a mid Tusk.
Radiant
Stop
team
fighting.
back.
There'll be a lot of, yeah.
I think in the hands of All My Sins Need Holy Water, the Tiny was looking good, so he might be accustomed to playing a mid Tusk, is what I
Yeah.
wanna see. And
Yeah, like just like I stated, like everyone played good in the last
10
game.
seconds
Bro
remaining.
maybe got a bit off position. Like he was caught
5
off guard
seconds
like
remaining.
2 times. You know, one when they pushed the mid tower, the P3,
Uh-huh.
and the other one was at the T1. You know, the very first gang
right.
that he had eaten.
And
so, yeah,
I think so.
yeah.
I think so. The big problem in the previous game was Team G. By the time their 4 staffs came out,
Yeah, it was too
Team
late,
Whoops was
you know?
very much online. You know, like they had their BKBs and they had their catches
Yep.
through their 4 staffs because of the Snapfire Aghanim Shard, because of the Ricky Smoke, because of the, like you're forcing a 4 staff on somebody else. Guess what? Somebody else is getting caught, and that's
Yeah.
not enough 4 staffs to save you out, especially from the attack range of that big bad Templar assassin with the
Yeah.
Hurricane Pike. I mean Dragon Lance and Swift Blink, of course. So
Another theory about Nyx Assassin pick is that it is a good counter to Mortimer Kisses.
right,
And maybe we can see a Snapfire again.
yeah.
Maybe they go for a Snapfire
Dire
again,
team
in the
back.
off lane. Because it's still very strong. It still feels pretty strong right now.
Yeah, I also love
This
the
draft.
Naga Siren ban, as do I love the
Yeah.
Pangolier ban. But at this point, I'm starting to feel the Brood Mother or else the Death Prophet
Yeah.
factor. It's simply gonna
10
kick in for
seconds
either of the
remaining.
team. I just feel it with the LC and Pango and Tidehunter ban, man.
5
Because
seconds
Whoops might be
remaining.
plotting a Brood Mother into some AFK jungler carry type of thing. And they might have banned the Slark just for the sake of, Slark.
Maybe LS, maybe Lifestealer. Do you think a Lifestealer is good here?
It's a
for
great
Whoops?
Nyx Assassin Infest Bomb combined with the Vendetta.
Exactly,
And,
exactly.
it's a good Lifestealer game for Team G as well, but it's too
Dire
early to
team
pick it,
pick.
is what I would say.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so
Death
the DP
Prophet
gets
getting
banned. yeah.
Um,
In fact, Team G can actually play Brood Mother here. Even they can pick a Brood Mother. Because Disruptor and Nyx can get easily eaten down
10
by the
seconds
spiders.
remaining.
You know?
right.
They have a very low health bar. And by,
5
like by the
seconds
time
remaining.
It's
Brood Mother
hard
reaches
to
6,
deal with a Brood Mother as Nyx Assassin and Disruptor. That is true, but
Yeah.
after a certain point in the mid game, Disruptor Glimpse becomes the
Yeah, that
crucial
is very
catch
powerful.
on Brood Mother. So
Yeah.
that's what might force Team G to backfire on the Brood Mother pick. Like they'll just say, "Hey guys, I don't want to get glimpse into a kinetic field from which I cannot run out of." Right? So
Yeah.
that's also a thing to
They,
consider.
so Team G, like right now, they do have a clear for Brood Mother spiders. Like
I mean,
as,
both
as being more Tusk.
the
Yeah.
teams have a catch respectively. Frostbite maxed out,
Yeah.
Glimpse maxed out, that type of thing to
And
catch
they do
a
have the
Pokemon.
nuke damage to like clear out spiders in general.
Right, exactly.
So yeah,
Maybe not
something to think
Whoops
about.
just yet, but you can pick an Ember Spirit later on,
Radiant
or
team
something
pick.
like you know.
A Mars. I was thinking
Wow.
of saying Mars. You know, Mars looked so good here.
Yeah, Mars is
I'm
actually
loving, I'm
looking
loving
good.
Team G's. Yeah, I'm loving Team G's lineup right now.
Syncs pretty well with the tag team and the God's Rebuke, and you know, you get speared, of course, into
10
the Ice
seconds
Shard. You
remaining.
get speared into the trees with the Frostbite or the catch
5
of
seconds
the
remaining.
Dust Punch, Walrus Punch. I mean.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Jug
good
and
now.
Jug and Lysio look really good here. Like for both teams.
Radiant
Looks better
It's
team
for
like-
Whoops, I
Dire
would say.
team.
Yeah.
Sven. Okay.
Swen.
Gonna fight.
Wind Ranger at your
Swen and a Wind
service.
Ranger.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that is
whoa.
good. But
Okay.
Wind Ranger, it seems like a bit of problems with the arena on. If the arena is taken down, I think Wind Ranger can just freely do whatever she
10
wants. But
seconds
you're gonna be
remaining.
playing into
Yeah.
a Frostbite, a Punch, and a Spear and an
5
arena. So
seconds remaining.
I
Okay.
don't much
so,
like the Wind Ranger.
Hot take. Yeah. Hot take though. This Swen pick, right?
Yeah, Sven
I've,
pick.
I've seen so many times Nigma just losing with a Swen carry. And like
not
honestly,
yesterday.
I don't remember the time when Swen actually won a pro game.
Oh
Like,
no,
I
they
don't remember.
actually did. Nigma won yesterday with the Sven on the Amar.
Oh, did they win?
They won, yeah. It was
Radiant
going even,
team
and then
back.
you probably shut down the
Okay.
stream. But hey, look at this, Morphling.
I love Team G's overall draft here.
Yo,
They look pretty
I can
solid.
just
Dire team
say
back.
this very happily as a caster. Team G hasn't. Neither of the teams have
Radiant
banned
team
Ember Spirit
back.
just yet, okay?
Yeah,
And Ember Spirit.
Ember looks really good here.
Not for
For
Team G
mid
that
lane.
much with Nyx
Dire
Assassin
team
and
back.
Disruptor, but for Whoops it's looking like super good in case they want to run a Cheese Wind Ranger off.
I do think I see like the thing is I do think Ember Spirit can shut down these supports after he gets his BKB on time.
Yeah,
and like
and
even
Sleight
with
of
the
Fist,
BKB, he
Sleight
can
of Fist,
still
a painful physical damage spell.
5
yeah,
seconds
and Wind
remaining.
Ranger it's
Radiant
also good against
team
Wind
pick.
Ranger. You know, like you have to take that into account as well.
Oh
If
man,
Wind
I
Ranger goes
love
mid.
this Pug ban, by the way. It's difficult to catch
Yeah.
this guy. I mean, there is a Nyx Assassin to
Dire
deal with the Pug,
team
but
pick.
what if the Pug is on the opponent's side?
Oh,
Tiny is gonna be
Tiny.
the last pick. That might be their mid hero. I guess it's a Wind Ranger
Yeah.
off lane or something like a Sven played as a carry in the off lane, something like we saw yesterday in the DPC match of Nigma. So, Team G, they have very less time remaining.
10
What are they
seconds
gonna
I
do?
remaining.
actually assumed that Nigma Galaxy would lose that match, so I stopped
5
watching that
seconds
game.
remaining.
I did not know they would end up winning.
I guess
Because,
you gotta
like,
watch the highlights now and see
Yeah.
how they won.
Tinker.
Actually, it was my
Choose
good
your
to make a
hero.
I
beautiful
think
match. Oh, Tinker. I'm really surprised to see this hero. It's
this is going to be a
looking-
very fun game.
Yeah, it's looking
That's
like
all I
a
can
very
say.
balanced game. A lot of AoE, a lot of
Yeah.
nukes on both the teams, a lot of physical damage combos. Okay, combined with the Nyx, Wind Ranger, Tiny, of course. Same goes for the Mars. How does the arena end up? Is the Morphling gonna end up turning into a Sven with his Aghanim Scepter? You know, steal some stats, steal some stuns, Warcry. Well, down to the draft, Lefty. Who would you pick
Yeah.
to go for?
This is okay. I can't say.
It's not
I can't
easy,
say
but
for
still you
certain.
gotta pick
Yeah.
somebody. Come on, man. It's just a
Team G.
Team
I,
G.
I would love to pick Team G here. Who do you pick?
I would stick with Team Whoops
Whoops.
because
Okay.
of how good of the Disruptor Emilash plays. But I
Yeah.
don't know if he's gonna be handling the Nyx Assassin or the. We'll find that out. And even HBK has been very impressive, I will be honest. But let's take a look at the introduction of the players and teams. Again, the Whoops, no chance on the Wind Ranger. That's going to be their off lane, I think. The Cheese Pick, HBK on the Disruptor, so it's going to be Evilash on the Nyx. CJ on the Sven, Pinkman on the Tiny. And on the side of Team G, it's going to be one walk down as Morphling. Kyle on the Crystal Maiden, 4 China plus me. is gonna play the Mars. Teach Me Dota will play the Tusk. I'm stoked to see what this guy can do on a Tusk. If he can make the saves on Rubik, definitely some snowball saves on the Tusk as well. Might be just what we get to see. Tinker, played by All My Sins Need Holy Water. That's all the players introduced from each team. Let's take a look at their items, and games come to a pause. Lefty, back to you.
Yeah.
It's a hard game to break down in terms of draft, how the Roche fight is taken. I mean, it's some high-level Dota and definitely something we can experiment and apply in our ranked games. You know, maybe get some more MMR than we are not much proud of.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, laning phase matters a lot here. Shutting down Tinker matters a lot here.
Oh, that might
because
be the
once he gets
highest
his-
priority for Team Whoops. Come to think of it. What about Team
Like,
G? Like, what's the biggest power spike they should be waiting for? Mars Blink, perhaps Morphling getting the items? Or is it securing Tinker? It's
Oh, I
kind
think
of...
it's definitely. I think it's like
Bit of
more
both.
of securing Tinker's early game, because Tinker early game is very strong. The nukes that Tinker does, I don't think Disruptor can eat, or even Wind Ranger can eat those nukes that easily.
So I guess, in a way, you could say the core Wind Ranger pick might not be able to free hit or, you know,
Yeah.
make plays, force rotations that easily, because Tinker is just so good at rotating.
Yeah.
It's just...
But again, like, we have a Nyx Assassin here with a Spike Carapace, which
Oh.
counters Tinker.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about
Yeah.
that part. That Nyx
So
Assassin
the Rockets.
can catch not only Tinker but the Morphling and Crystal Maiden off position as well. Spike Carapace definitely allows Nyx Assassin at the very least to not get adaptive stricken, whereas Mars, I mean, they picked a Sven, so their carry not being able to hit even with a BKB is definitely not a problem, but there are other problems for the Sven with BKB. I mean, the Tusk Punch is a BKB piercing stun, and so is the Morph coming from Morphling himself.
You know, late game is completely like I would completely favor Team G.
Late game,
Late
even I
game?
would favor Team G. It's like too much to deal
And
with.
like they have a lot of counters for Sven. Like if you see, like, Sven can't free hit these heroes that easily. You know, unless he's able to close the gap.
Yo, but
Right.
what about things like a toss back play or a glimpse back or
Oh yeah,
two-man shackle?
yeah, definitely.
And you know, like these small micro two-man stunts from, let's say, Nyx, Sven, Tiny.
Yeah, that would be very crucial.
So yeah, that might be. Rune spawn wars. It seems like Team G is not gonna be contesting it that strongly because of
Oh,
Morphling and
they
Tinker.
just smoke.
But
They
they
just
do
smoke.
smoke.
I think they're gonna do something.
Okay, they're gonna probably try to use the Tinker to bait somebody off position, that type of thing. But look at this, Pinkman. He's gonna stand in front of the tower range, and get a ward planted. He knows. Oh, look at this. Fairy fire by mistake bomb. I guess it
That's
was.
actually
30
sad.
seconds.
Like I've been in these situations, you know.
Yeah, I mean he's 60 plus 20 damage. The fairy fire doesn't
Yeah.
take away his damage that much.
But it's for the laning phase, you
But-
know. At the end of the day, like
Correct.
he has to outplay Tinker.
Just wanna
That's
outplay
a
and
crucial
just
outplay tool.
out position. Oh, HBK. He's gonna plant a sentry, slow down. He's gonna get caught with the shot, slowed down, Crystal Nova, but the spear is not gonna catch HBK,
spear
and in
doesn't
fact
connect.
it's the stun from Sven coming in on top of Tusk. Tusk, he's a beefy boy. Even without any stat items, he's simply gonna grab the rune and head back to base, it seems. Oh man, it looked like Tusk was, I mean if Tusk was an int hero or something like a non-strength hero, would have definitely died.
Oh my God! Look at Morphling! Look at Morphling! He's already half HP.
Oh, Morphling down to
They
half
were waiting
HP.
for him high ground.
Yeah, I guess he'll have to trade his TP for the last hits. Yeah, that is gonna he's gonna TP. And Dusk back to full HP, full mana. Probably on the TP bottom. Mars already down to half HP. So I think Team Hooks came on top with the First Blood Wars or the Bounty Rune phase. At least in terms of the regen or the TP forcing. Failed. That's very much on time. An attempt to try and snipe the Morphling off position. The power shot and impale attempt.
Yeah, Morphling is struggling right now.
Oh man, we need to try these lane shenanigans like Nyx Assassin and Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
All the time we just keep complaining about things like Morphling's attribute shift is so strong and blah blah blah. And I guess I just had a vision of how actually you can catch him off guard and just snipe him and make his life worse.
Yeah, this is actually a very nasty combo.
Oh, he's gonna live at 10 HP. Morphling, he was so close to die.
He has 6 charges.
Yeah, I just didn't expect the power shot
He's
to...
he's still holding the level 2 skill. Let's see what it takes.
Yeah, I guess level 1 attribute shift is super strong. Shackle gonna miss from the side of no chance. They definitely have a lot of magic stick charges, but it could be Nyx Assassin in problems. And Kyle with the Frostbite and Crystal Nova as the first level 2 spells is gonna get the first blood instead. Completely catching Nyx Assassin off guard.
Do they catch
Shackle has been
Wind Ranger?
dodged.
I think Wind Ranger is dead.
Wow, that was beautiful. Style play coming from the Morphling. One or walk down. HBK
That
meanwhile.
was nice use of mangoes by CM. CM used up like 2 mangoes in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, he
That
dodged
was-
the shackle with the waveform. That was
Yeah.
also fun to watch. And all this time, we just got distracted and missed the disruptor kills. Apologies for that. It's just 2 days we need to keep an eye on. Oh, glimpse on the Tusk. He's gonna snowball. I guess he is fine, but not for long. Last strike. Oh, that's gonna be the death
And he
of
dies.
him to the hands of Disruptor. The thunderous strike from the Disruptor is gonna be his death. It's Assassin. The Impale is gonna catch both Morphling and Crystal Maiden. No chance. He didn't have a hot start to the lane, but definitely catching up on the last hits part at least. You can see it.
Yeah.
Tiny, meanwhile, is leading in like region, but not in terms of last hits, and denies both being 7 for the Tiny as well as the Tinker. Bottom lane, some action going on. This could be a glimpse. But the snowball is simply gonna force him up back close to the Sven. Ice shard, oh, he has blocked himself, but the spear will save him. HBK trying his best to get one more kill. Thunder strike will be the death of him. Just dying again, and this time he doesn't have a TP to return back to the lane. Problems starting here for Team G's bottom
Meanwhile,
lane.
mid, Tiny is trying to pressure mid. I think Tiny is having a good time.
Yeah, I think this tree damage is just too much, right? From the tree grab.
Yeah. I think Morphin is fine right now. Unless they pull off some crazy stuns and some crazy combo on Morphin.
Yeah, it's the attack range of No Chance that is hurting him and putting him down to low HP, right? And that is when
Yeah.
Evilash turns, and if he doesn't get his attribute shift off, it's gonna be the death of him. Also, Power Shot being a nuisance. So, Morphling is gonna get his magic wand and probably try to work his way to Power Grid and start jungling. Nyx Assassin, he's caught off position. Attribute shift is gonna come in. Bottom lane, meanwhile, stun on the dust. Stormhammer with the Thunder Strike, the glimpse. This time he doesn't have a snowball, but the tree is gonna get speared with the body of Sven.
He got speared to the bottom tree.
Yeah, that was.
He got.
I mean,
That was-
not only you get kicked on the low ground, you also get stunned to that one tree only.
That's the first time I'm seeing such an interaction going on.
Trying to go for the courier, but he's not gonna be successful. Teach me Dota. He's not having a hot start to this game.
It's just going mid. It's
Yeah,
just
but he
going
will
to
try
gap.
to get a rotation done at mid. Guess what? It might not be enough damage. 780 HP on the Tiny. Laser down to 600 HP. Nyx Assassin rotating. Mid lane, there is some action. Oh, just a pump fake coming from Evilash on the Impale. And that's going to be the death of 4 China plus me. Mars, he was left alone. And there was very less they could achieve at the bottom lane. So Sven and Disruptor, they simply outzone the Mars by sending him back to the fountain. Going real good for the Sven, by the way, on the last hits. Mid lane, power rune timing, ace rune, grabbed and used instantly by the Tiny. Sorry, the Tinker. Both the mid heroes, they are at half HP. Let's talk a little bit about the items. No Chance is having a javelin already and an observer wall. Tiny, he's gonna be working on his blink very soon, but first with his power treads, he goes. Basilius by the Disruptor is gonna allow Sven to have all the mana regen for the Stormhammer mana pool. And of
Sven
course,
is having the game. Sven is having a very wonderful
He has
game.
gone for the-
Sven is just like the TA last game.
oh yeah, it's the same player,
that
just
FIFA.
different hero. Maxing out the
Yeah.
cleave, starting off brilliantly well. Nyx Assassin is
Okay,
gonna get
Tinker will
caught.
get out.
Tinker, laser, rocket. Another combo should do it. Waveform, it's not enough range after the nerfs on the first spell. But Evilash will fall. 3 people can definitely make a way and work their way to get that kill on the support of Team Whoop. Observer what dewarded here by Pinkman.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tinker, he's off the level 6, so he's gonna be globally present all over the map. But he's nowhere close to the blink dagger, I must say.
Yeah.
I mean, neither is Tiny, so it doesn't matter, but Tinker definitely having a +1 on the region and the global
Tinker will
presence.
get it. I feel Tinker will get it before time.
Yeah, considering
because
Tiny opted
Tinkers
for
usually
the...
rush it as the first item, you know.
And
Like
Tiny
after
opted for the
sword
power
and
treads too, right?
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
exactly.
tower is under attack.
I really love the face boots mask or a Morbid mask pickup by the Sven. Since he
There is
started
chance
jungling.
stop. Can they do something to this?
I guess
You Tinker just harassing them and yeah, maybe he'll just go back to mid. Farm.
yeah, No Chance has already prepared for the Tinker to spam him. So he's gone for the infused raindrops.
Dire's
He's
middle
gonna
tower
prevent
is
some
under
magical
attack.
damage from the Crystal Maiden and the Tinker alike. The difficult part for Wind Ranger in this game, I feel, is positioning and making a jump when the spells are off CD. Otherwise, if she gets caught with the Wind Run off CD, she instantly dies. Oh, bottom lane, Mars Arena gets thrown out. Disruptor, he's in trouble. Arena will definitely secure this kill with the Dust Shards. Ice Shards. Last hit for DJ
Dire's
Dota.
bottom tower is under attack.
DJ is gonna just zone the Thunder Blade. And with the Mask of Madness complete, he's gonna farm the jungle. Evilash meanwhile falls to the Morphling. We missed that kill because of the action coming from the Mars at bottom. Top G once again starting with decent amount of kills, but the farm of Sven is unstoppable. He's 80 last hits, 40 last hits clear of the second seed on the last
Monks
hit chart.
keeping mid, Monks keeping mid. Tiny was trying to overcome it to Tinker.
Oh, this is looking bad for Mars. He's gonna miss the spear, but at least he's distant from the dangers of Tiny. And look at this,
Mars
Crystal
is having a very
Maiden.
rough
Oh, the
game.
stack has been
Oh, they
stolen.
found the stack.
One more hit
Oh,
from
this
Sven.
is disaster.
Oh, the glimpse is gonna be the death. Oh no, never mind. Neutral creeps. They will save. He's probably smiling that. I could have got the kill with the glimpse, but alright. Last hit secured for the Sven. Stack stolen. Tinker's game has been deprived with this rotation. HBK, he will fall to the rockets. The nukes are real. Tinker doesn't have a blink dagger, but he will continue to rocket.
Radiant's
Assassin.
bottom tower is under
Not gonna
attack.
hit with another, get hit with another rocket.
Dire's
Ace
middle
Rune falling
tower
at
is
top.
under
Snowball.
attack.
Is that enough? They'll just run away to safety. Focus fire meanwhile here used. And no kill secured at top. Oh man, there's so much happening at the top side. But this time at least, Team Hoops, they are delayed to take this top tower. Windranger is not one of those heroes which takes towers very quickly, right?
Yeah, that is true, but they are forcing a lot of rotations mid, so I think even CM will have to rotate mid at some point, and like that leaves this lane empty for Windranger to get the tower.
Also look, you mentioned this that the Tinker needs to be secured. There was a stack and the stack was stolen.
Yeah, it's stolen. Yeah, it's very troublesome. Like usually Tinkers get the blink dagger within this timing.
This time, but since the stack was stolen, it's like, but he's close to the blink dagger anyway. He's gotten some kills at least, but the focus fire is cancelled. Oh, the stun from the Sven. And Sven is simply gonna hit the tower. He simply doesn't want this kill, just the assist and the tower goal.
Okay, I think can I switch sides? I don't want to switch sides, but yeah, looks like these Sven is having a really good game after stealing the stacks.
I mean, I didn't expect the Sven to have such a good game. He disassembled the Morbid Mask into you know, that quarter staff for the Echo Saber. Now he's gonna
Plus he has his own stacks.
Oh wow.
It's a very
juicy stack. And it's well timed as well by him. He's gonna hit the stack and there is another set of camps spawning in the triangle.
Yeah, if you look at the network chart.
Oh, bottom lane, Mars Arena into the spear. This could be the death of no chance, but he's gonna pop his magic wand and he's gonna try to run away.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Another
under
rocket,
attack.
another spear.
I think they can catch. Can the spear catch him?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's they're just gonna trade each other's first spells. And the shackled one is gonna get the kill.
Tiny and Disruptor Smoke looking to get some action going.
Radiant's
Does Tiny
bottom
have his
tower
blink dagger
is
yet?
under
No,
attack.
Even
I
he's
mean,
close to
I'm
the blink
surprised
dagger.
to see him smoking without a blink dagger. But he's gonna run into 3 heroes. Pinkman might be in trouble. Evilash is invisible. Now HBK comes from the side. He's gonna catch Mars. They are silenced, but they're not stunned. Glimpse is probably gonna catch Mars for a brief moment. Kinetic field. The toss! Crystal Maiden is gonna be tossed on the team. He's gonna die. Morphling rotates. Morphs into a tiny avalanche toss. Oh, Evilash, you might be dead as well.
That was a very risky call.
Top G with a top turnaround, and this time their stack is not gonna be stolen. My goodness, Lefty, that was a lot of spells being thrown out into that team fight. You can just check the team recap for yourself. I mean, what is this, man? Also surprising to see Morphling getting such a good
Radiant's middle
morph
tower is
avalanche
under attack.
toss within less than a second. I mean, quick hands, huh?
Yeah. Like from Tiny's perspective, I think like getting that blink dagger and like then getting that fight going would have been ideal. But yeah,
that is right. But just
I think they wanted to
rotation.
stop stacks, you know. I think they just wanted to get hold of the stacks, you know, like make sure.
Oh,
Tinker does
Morphling,
not
he's being eyed
get
by
his
the Nyx
farm,
Assassin now, Vilash. Is he gonna go for it? He's gonna throw his spike carapace as well. This could be an opportunity to turn around completely. Focus fire, attribute shift was thrown out just in time. The strength attribute shift, it's there.
Glimpse is still up.
Adaptive strike is gonna zone no chance away. He did push
Okay,
him.
Mark.
far.
Okay. Looking at top. I think they are trying to smoke and Sven.
Oh, Sven, he doesn't have a BKB. But he's fast with the Warcry and the face boot. Oh, the timing, it was so crucial. Did you see that? Just because he had the buff of the Warcry, but
Tiny got his blind dagger.
oh, they're just gonna
Perfect
reveal
timing.
each other's cards, and it's like watching a Russian roulette at this point. Not even good.
Mark still lagging behind in farm and net worth.
Oh, CJ is not done here. He sees Kyle. He's gonna convert into a ping, and the toss kick is probably gonna stun the Crystal Maiden to a death. 2 clicks from the big bad warrior. The carry of Team Books is gonna take her down. She's gonna get melted to the rocks and to the Stormhammer. Vilash eyeing for another round. This time the attitude chip has not been caught. Power shot is gonna be enough. Pinkman, however, gets the kill with the avalanche toss. Blinker is gonna blink out to safety. Oh, this is
Wait
close.
for the Shiva's guard right now. Tinker's rushing Shiva's after blink.
Avalanche toss on the creep wave. They're simply gonna back off, I think, because they got what they wanted, right? The mega kill streak of Morphling comes to an end.
And if you look at Tiny, like he's going for Echo Saber. He's not making the same mistake as the times that did last game.
Okay, focus fire. It's still available. The spear is not going to be there until the arena gets thrown out. No chance. He's gonna try to go for a power shot, but it's not enough damage. The Falcon Blade, the additional HP, is gonna save the Mars. He doesn't even have a point. Oh, look at this Morphling died
he doesn't have
meanwhile
a
to the
point
static
in
storm.
Bulwark.
No point in Bulwark, and he still lives. I think it's
He's still tanking. I mean, he's still tanking mid-ranger's damage.
oh, the impale from Vilash.
Radiant's bottom tower
That was close.
is under attack.
Oh, look at this. Jump from the Tiny. Death of the Crystal Maiden. Snowball cannot come in time because, you know, how strong Avalanche is against a Tusk Snowball. Bigman, Jumper
Tiny
Stoy.
still has his... Oh, okay.
Never mind, he's gonna die to the rockets. He goes down. This is Sven trying to get the kill. Mars, one more right click, and the Facebook's magic has allowed him to close more distance than imaginable.
Radiant's
Oh no,
bottom
the stacks.
tower is under
Oh no, the
attack.
stacks.
Oh no, not again. I've seen this before. And this time Morphling gets caught instead. It's not enough damage. Maybe he will just go for the stacks and not for Morphling since he got his
Yeah,
advantage.
well, just like looking at the network chart, it's just crazy how strong Sven is right now.
That is absolutely true. The network charts are just increasing. This time the attribute shift is not dead, but the snowball save is there. It's no chance who falls to his death and not the Morphling. A look at death.
He literally had no chance there.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
teach me
tower
Dota.
is under attack.
Wonderfully timed
Radiant's
snowball there,
bottom
and the punch was
tower
also
has fallen.
brilliant to catch him. I mean, if it wasn't for Teach Me Dota, it would have been the death of
Yeah.
no chance. But it was
Radiant's
a
middle tower
zoning
is under
movement, you could
attack.
say. This is Nyx Assassin getting caught with the frostbite. Rockets coming in from the Tinker. He's gonna
It
blink
is still
forward.
so tough to kill Morphling.
Snowball, however, is a lash. Oh, this could be the death of Tusk. Into the static storm he goes. The ticks coming from the snowstorm. It's not the snowstorm, I mean the thunder strike.
He tried to go back to the healing spot there.
Ah, yeah. near the
That was
neutral
a-
item.
Yeah, that was a attempt. Yeah,
That
Mars getting caught by Tiny and Sven.
oh, the tree throw! What a humiliating way to die. I mean, you know, against a warrior, you need a warrior. And Team Whoops managed to bring in the numbers too. Mars, he's a warrior in his arena, but Tiny and Sven, they are the big bad
Radiant's
boys
bottom
too.
tower is under attack.
Mars has Blink Dagger, so I think they should try to utilize it
Are scanning.
as soon as you respawn.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom
Also, it
tower
was
is under
unfortunately
attack.
timed well for HBK against Teach Me Dota over there on his Tusk. You know,
Yeah.
like Kyle dropped his Seeds of Serenity, but I guess the seeds were not enough HP regen. and it was a bit of timing.
Radiant's bottom tower
None
is
of
under
like
attack.
it's a lot of control
Structures are
for the Radiant
That
side.
is true. Oh, look at this power shot. He's gonna catch, but the blink out coming from the Tinker. He's gonna throw the tree, the avalanche. He's gonna be blinking out, but the observer ward is gonna catch Tinker completely away, and no chance seizes the opportunity with the shackle shot. Evilash, he also was prepared with the observer ward planted. I mean, it was HBK. The genius vision of HBK here is what caught the Tinker. Should have chosen to go blink backwards instead of front, huh?
Yeah. It looks like a good Roshan now for the Radiant
Good
side.
timing for Roshan, yeah. Sven is able to blink BKB and God Strength as well.
Ranger rushing for the axe.
Ranger going for the Aghanim Scepter, that's an Aghanim
Yeah,
Scepter.
that's gonna be troublesome.
Yeah, it's a really good buff on the wind run. Like the chasing
Yeah.
ability of the opponents can be neutralized, but this is gonna be just getting caught, shackled, power shot, and one more hit from no chance. The tipped one is gonna be the one to secure the kill, huh? This time. Roshan down to half HP. Border HP.
I don't think they'll contest it. I think they'll just give it.
Yeah, looking at the map positions of their blips, it looks
Yeah,
like
like Mars really needs some farm to survive it. Yeah, he's going for a shot. He knows very well that he can't complete his BKB.
I also like the fact that No Chance is going for the Aghanim Scepter, right? It increases his sustainability, it increases his, you know, escape
Radiant's
ability,
bottom
you could
tower
say,
is under
because of the
attack.
wind run slow. And of course, the blind, like those are right clicks missed, not only by the Morphling in tag team, but also by the Tusk. This could be Tinker getting caught. He's gonna be caught with the Static Storm, the connecting field, and Pinkman will secure him with one hit of his right click. For China plus B is gonna secure himself a bail out of that situation with the TP. Sven trying to get a jump, but he's been scouted out because of this observer ward. He is already done with the Crystallis and is working his way towards the Silver Edge.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Tusk
attack.
has a blink dagger, but
Radiant's middle tower
saving
is under
people
attack.
is gonna be coming at a cost. Like if you get shot with a cleave
Yeah.
and it's well timed, it could be a dead Tusk instead of a save teammate. You never know. And it's difficult to save, like we discussed, into the glimpsing arms of HBK and his Static Storm. Morphling, they don't have a vision of him, but Sven, he's gonna blink on top, and Morphling is gonna wave down. It's almost like they already know where each other of them would be. The waveform, it's on CD, but the snowball save, it's there. Villash is gonna stop his impale. Well timed hit by him. And the Mars Arena is gonna catch two, but it's gonna be a dead Tusk anyway. Probably Mars next on the list. Sven is simply gonna blink out right after he gets the kill. Oh, what a beautiful impale from the Nyx. He was almost gonna impale the ground with the snowball save, but Evilash, he's a quick one to react.
Tiny is going for the ultra push. He's going for the
For the
Hyperstone.
moon shard instead of the assault.
Yeah. He's going for the moonshot straight.
He's simply focused on hammering out these towers, and the night vision would simply be a bonus, especially in a game against a non-night stalker situation, huh?
Yeah. And like it's easy for tracking Tinker as well with your blink
Oh,
dagger.
certainly. Yeah, I mean,
This is looking very troublesome for Morphling. I mean, how do you deal with so many stuns, so
the
much
problem
lockdown?
is, even with Sanjay and Yasha, you don't stop yourself from getting
Yeah.
stunned, at least from the side of Tiny and from the side of...
I mean, Sven is so farmed right now, he can just burst you down.
Yeah,
with one small
I
mistake.
think it's a call for BKB and Satanic for the Morphling to be able to fight
Yeah.
back, to be able to, you know, and on top of that, he needs that snowball save from the
A
Tusk.
smoke into smoke coming.
Oh, smoke on smoke action. No chance he's gonna jump into it with the wind run. The avalanche toss is gonna catch Kyle, and Mars is gonna spear. The position 5 of both the teams are gonna get taken down. HBK is gonna fall down. And look at this, blink out is gonna put Tusk in a bad spot. Pinkman, he has his avalanche toss ready. And the snowball save this time does not rescue the Tusk from his own life. And double tip within the span of a millisecond. Next objective is going to be the tier 2 tower. Sven pops his god strength.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Team Whoops, beautiful control on the map. They're increasing their lead to an 11k on the net worth charts, and only Morphling is close by to catch up in the top 4 net worths. Even No Chance has been seriously impactful in terms of catching and killing. And look at this, the Observer Ward, which costed the death of Tinker. Oh, Mars, he's not aware, he's not gonna get shackled, but he's gonna get blinked out just in the nick of time. No shackle this time, but the Glimpse is gonna catch him. Oh, unlucky, I guess. Ward expiring, and so it's gonna be the expiration of Mars's life as well. I mean, what a timing, right? The ward expired, and HBK got a glimpse of him just a second.
Oh my god, look at Morphling, look at Morphling, look at Morphling.
Oh, beautifully timed, stun after stun, even with status resistance of Sanjay on Morphling.
Both were in V, both were waiting for him. Both were in V, if you saw.
Yeah, the invisible duo. It's gonna go from Ricky and Nyx to Sven and Nyx.
Sven and Nyx.
Oh, Crystal Maiden, not so invisible. RV with the sentry ward planted. This is gonna be Tusk getting caught. He's gonna get tossed out of the static storm, but it's not a problem. Tusk will still fall, and only his dead body gets glimpsed. Although it was the tree of Pinkman.
The glimpse control proving to be a lot of nuisance for.
Yeah, I
Team
thought I would get to see Vilash play a beautiful disruptor. HBK is doing a beautiful task at the same time. BKB popped here by Sven. I'm not sure if it was a misclick. Looking at the laugh.
Looks like it was a mistake.
I guess it was a misclick with the voice line drop. And it's fine, I guess. He's building up a satanic. He is so
The
far
entire
ahead.
map is so closed for the dire side. Like they really need to do something.
335 last year compared to Morphling this second. Look at this, fight breaking out. HBK got off position. Morphling waves in with the activate shift. Nixis has it next on the list. Is gonna get pummeled down with the tag team and the hits coming from Mars and Morphling. Tiny will, however, secure a safety.
I feel they felt comfortable taking this fight. You know, like the BKB was.
The BKB information was there, right, about the Sven.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, Lefty, this Sven is actually very fast. He's like a race car. It's not just, you know, like you usually expect Sven to be slow.
Yeah, like phase boots plus silver edge plus walk ride.
Yeah, and he is actually a fast one.
I really want to see his movement speed when he uses all this.
Oh, it's 543, I'll tell you that. I caught it. I thought you would ask. Thought you'd never ask. And mid-ranger, by the way. Slowing
Mid-ranger with his axe.
Yeah, slowing people further down, blinding them and everything. This time there is no Observer Ward, but the looming threat of those 2 kills of the Tinker. Oh, it could be still getting caught. Oh, what is this game sense, man? I mean, it was credit to this Observer Ward, of course. But Tinker is gonna try. Another kill. I mean, I thought I would see the death of Disruptor, but then suddenly I missed the kill of Tusk. Mars, however, is gonna fall as well. Sven is looking just outrageous, man. Close to getting a Satanic completed, and he has overwhelming blink next on the list. He has 3.1
They're just gonna
HP.
farm. I don't think they're gonna go high ground. They're just gonna control this map.
Until the
They're gonna
ages, I
control
guess,
this area.
because they feel like their ability to hit towers is thwarted because of.
Exactly. And meanwhile, like BKB is almost up for Morphling. So
I would say the mobility high ground is better for Team G still. 29 to 20.
We also have Shiva's guard on Tinker. So
but
even that slows down.
Oh,
Sven a lot.
right. And even costs Tinker to have extra vision when he tries to farm aggressively like this. Like, let's take a look at Tinker. We haven't talked much about Tinker. Shiva's allows him to be more tanky. Oh, look at this, Sven. Blink out after blink out. The Flash
Dire's bottom
patiently
tower
waiting.
is under attack.
Vendetta up in 1 second. DJ trying to catch the Tinker, the ward, the vision, it's there, but not for Team Whoops, it's for Team G. Kind of surprised how this ward has not been dewarded yet.
Yeah, looking at the vision game, I think Team G is in a good spot right now.
Oh, they missed the spear on Sven and it's instantly pinged by Sven. Like, hey guys, this is warded. How could he throw a spear at me at the night time from that far? Roshan up in 5 seconds. Let's talk a little bit about neutral items. Haven't discussed that part much. Never mind, Speared is going to be next assassin and he's going to be punched in the air along with the God's Rebuild. He's going to die. Limbs coming on the Tusk. This time he doesn't have the snowball avalanche toss. One more hit from Sven. Never mind, he's going to go for the Storm Hammer from the invisibility.
Time for Roshan, time to end this game.
I think Team Whoops is
Who
filling it.
takes the shard? Who do you think takes the shard?
I would definitely request Mr. No Chance to take this shard because of the catch, and you know, I think it's a great spell, right? Whether you're high ground or low ground,
Even
force.
Yeah.
But I
Even
guess
on
they can
Sven
give
it
it
is
to
great.
Tiny as well. I think they can give it to Tiny as well. He has Moonshot and he can hit the
A
buildings.
gift from the tempest of battle.
Oh, they will give it to Tiny, okay. I guess Gale Force is not as important as the tree throw being.
I think they have a lot of control in fights. Like I don't think Gale Force is that.
Also, let's be honest here. Can actually deal a lot of tower damage. Like just in case it comes down to this situation, Tiny could be hammering a different set of racks and a lane, while Sven does the opposite.
Totally.
Morphling done with his BKB, working on a Satanic. I'm just surprised that he went for a Sanjanyasha in this game instead of an Aghanim Shard, because Aghanim Shard allows you to, you know, attribute shift anyway, and you are gonna get glimpsed into a Static Storm anyway. But look at this, Morphling, he might get caught. Sven, he's invisible, he's gonna stun the Morphling, who's gonna get snowballed. The BKB was popped slightly late and is gonna be a dead Nyx. Punch on Sven. He is very strong. Break on BKB anymore. This is gonna be Crystal Maiden. Cross fighting and controlling the Sven. Sven completely got off position. The Shackle, it might be there. One Morphling and the Crystal Maiden. Morphling, he's dying to the physical damage, and Sven, he's gonna live at low HP. He cannot pop the Satanic and live. At least he can take it down. His big bad streak has come to an end. What a fight this was. And all this time, Tiny, he was looking to hammer down the towers with his Moonshard and his Avalanche. Go for the Tinker kill, but he's not an easy one to take down. Beautiful TP there after the punch.
The game still looks like 60-40 to me.
It looks 60-40 to me, because if this Tinker gets Hex or there is enough control on this Sven. You know, all this time Sven has been in the front seat, right?
Yeah.
And if there comes a moment where Sven is on equal farm and equal items with Morphling or Tinker,
Morphling.
I think it can go the way of Team Team. But yeah, look at this Shackle on the Tusk. The TP is never gonna arrive, no help. And it's gonna be the death of Tusk.
Are they gonna initiate? Master the Blink Dagger.
Oh, this time Tiny jumps in. Tinker, he was avalanche tossed, impaled, mana burn. He doesn't have a defense matrix on top of him. But the Yule Scepter from Ivilash, it will catch him. No mana and no blink out available for Tinker just yet. But this time, it's gonna be
This is a bad fight. For the Radiant side.
Yeah, Team Whoops, they got caught. How did Tinker blink out? Oh, it was the defense matrix. I completely forgot. Also, I'm surprised to see Tinker has an overwhelming blink. I forgot that he was tanky enough, but I didn't realize he was that tanky.
And he's going for Linken's next. which is a good
Radiant's
item.
top tower is
Just
under
to
attack.
make sure.
You
not
can
to get
Riam
stuck
and
by Wind
Lincoln's.
Ranger.
You can Riam and Lincoln's.
Can you though? I'm not sure about that.
I think
Like,
you can. I think you can.
Radiant structures are
That
fortified.
is very powerful.
BKB fought by Sven. It was preemptive. He got dusted, and he felt like
Radiant's
if he
middle
gets caught
tower
over
has
there with
fallen.
a stun, he could
Okay,
die.
this seems safe to safe for the enemy team. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no BKB on Sven.
I think a minute's
Radiant's
window is
middle
what
tower is under attack.
top G.
Oh,
Team G
they have smoke. I think they're gonna smoke. I think they're gonna smoke.
Yeah, Team G, they have
Yeah.
a minute to themselves,
Die.
and the spawns of No Chance and the Disruptor and Tiny are at the
Will
same
they go on
time.
Tiny?
Oh, they're looking for Tiny. He's gonna blink out. But do they have a rough idea where he has blinked? Oh, they actually do. They've seen it. This time he doesn't have a blink to escape from, but he's going to pop his BKB. He can't TP out this time. The punch is going to be held back, but the blink out comes in time. It was too much thinking done by Team G, and HBK gets taken down. This Morphling is starting to look very strong now. I think this Morphling, come to think of it, combined with a status resistance coming from Morphling, defense metrics on Morphling.
Yeah. It's
I-
actually quite powerful.
It is actually good. I didn't even think of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Vilash is gonna get stuck just at the edge of the cliff. I mean, just at the edge of the map, I could say.
Yeah, like
Radiant's
on this
middle
note,
tower
right?
is under
The
attack.
King Yasha pick from Morphling makes sense here. And
Oh, the jump on Mars. Focus fire. Silver Edge hit. It's not gonna be there. He pops his BKB, but he's gonna prevent the damage. And No Chance is simply gonna run him down in his own arena of blood. And the blood of Mars next on the list. The shackle does not connect from Morphling, but BKB on BKB fight. Oh, look. It's gonna be
the
paused.
pause.
Wind Ranger did seem like he lagged because he was stuck in the line of trees. BKB on BKB, they are just gonna look at each other, but look at this Tiny looks down a tower by himself, and it was so close for Teach Me Dota to cancel his TP once again, but this time he doesn't get it. A set of racks almost claimed, but it's gonna be the siege units instead, putting the range racks at 60% HP, I think. How does Team Whoops come back in this game? Because even with all this lead, I'm starting to feel.
I think what Tiny is doing right now is the most optimal way to play about this game.
Oh, he's playing the
I think
map.
if Tiny continues to pressure top and like take objectives, I think they are still safe. Team Whoops is still safe.
Yeah, I also
Even
like
though-
the fact that Pinkman opted for the physical build, right? Because he realized after a certain point it's not easy for him to continue to get pickoffs with his blink
Radiant
tackles.
are
So at that
scanning.
point
Yeah.
he leaves that task to his Sven, and Tiny starts being the building hitter instead
Yeah,
of.
and Tinker with the BKB. Tinker just finishes BKB.
Yeah,
He's
this-
not going for Lincoln
Yeah,
straight.
this Tinker is definitely a force. I mean, let's be honest, okay? I think it was Tiny who took down the set of racks. I think we need to keep
Yeah.
an eye on this guy. He's been making some insane plays and we have not been highlighting any of it. Definitely need to keep an eye on that. And more so, Team G needs to do it because they are the ones with a 1-0 down score on the. Oh, this was the same spot where the smoke on smoke action happened. Are they gonna face off again? Lines being drawn by the Sven on the map. He's pinging that this is what we need to contest so that we can siege, it seems. Punch, but it's only on a pre. And he's gonna gain the Penta-Edge Sword. Talking about neutral items, I really love the Titan's Liver with the Sanjay Nyasha. Oh, fight breaks out. Tiny's gonna get caught. Kinetic Field is gonna catch the dust, and he's gonna get punched. Mars Arena is gonna allow me to live. He's gonna run away to safety. The stun on the Maiden. The Morphling is gonna just shot down the Disruptor and the Tiny. Sven trying to fight the Morphling, but he's too tanky. He has stolen attributes from the Sven.
which means the war cry is his for his teammates. And it's a strong spell, come to think of it, against a tiny Sven.
Just waiting patiently to get a pick off and get it wrong.
Yeah, teach me Dota. God, he will land. Oh, the stun! Mars! He is gonna get focused now. A great initiation on Sven. Is he having the detection? Neither the Tinker nor the Morphling. Of course, it's the Crystal Maiden who has it, but he doesn't have the HP and mana. Of course, he wants to back off. And the game comes to a pause again. I really like the fact that Kale has made the drums of endurance, because that's one item that can allow you to catch, right? Catch the opponents from running away. The Wind Ranger has an Aghanim's.
Yeah, plus it's a nice item on CM. Like after that you get yourself the boots of Bear,
right,
and pair it up with the shard. It's
paired up with the
kind of
shard.
insane,
It's gonna cancel everybody's blink. It's gonna probably slow everybody's attack speed if they are not having BKB, right? I think Freezing Field does that. Attack slows down to 60.
If these guys don't have vision while they fight, and if the BKBs are down for the cores, I think CM can just Boots of Bearing into Glimmer.
I guess you just need to worry about a Sven stun or a Nyx Spike Carapace or an Impale in that case, because you're not going to be the one.
You just have to be patient.
Yeah. Understood. Game comes to a resume.
Morphling getting a Skadi, Morphling picking up the Skadi will be so useful against Sven.
Yeah, I think Team G are starting to get this game back in their grasp, and even though the network team doesn't say so, let's be honest, okay? It's all about the buyback status, it's all they gets the jump on who, and who is allowed to hit the buildings. Oh, the dire scan, it connected for a brief second. I think Team G, they have a rough idea, but the Roshan, it's not spawned. And that is something that Team Whoops can play around with the extra ward vision that they have. Both the teams have great warding on across the map. Especially this Tinker ward here by Team G themselves against Team Whoops. Double damage. Oh, this rune is just ridiculous in the arms of Tiny, or in the bottle of Tiny, more or less.
Roshan almost up. But I think they look to fight and get a pick off before doing Roshan.
Oh, Sven with the Bloodthorn reveal! This is gonna be the death of Tusk, and Avalanche toss onto the Crystal Maiden. Kale is simply gonna get killed. Rush timing, this is near perfect scenario here for Team Whoops, and all this time Tinker applying some pressure with the Shivas, with the overwhelming play, trying to get the best with the siege unit timing. Some tower damage definitely there onto the tower, and I think Team
with a refresher shard.
And Team Whoops, they realize that 2 heroes dead is equal to Rax instead of Roshan. Look at this, Sven still trying to look. Oh, he's gonna blink out instantly. What timing that was. Both of the warriors catch each other. The stun. Oh, the follow-up stun with the Spike Carapace. Mars is gonna be stunned for almost 4.5 seconds there, thanks to the credits of Nyx Assassin. Oh, blink out by Sven. Beautiful stuff. Those reflexes are just too good. CJ, you monster. He continues to go forward. The buyback from Tusk and the buyback from Mars. It might be problematic. Tusk has a buyback, I mean. Mars got back into this. Sven is gonna get caught. Sven has the buyback and has the outpost to himself. Disruptor, he's gonna get taken down meanwhile by Morphling. That is insane. I mean, once again. Is this a Roshan for Team G? Top G? I mean, they look like fans, and my goodness, they're making it work. And they're making it work in the game of Dota. Yeah, you know, he was a kickboxer, so you punch down, 1-0 down in the series, you punch back. I guess they're putting that to principle in this game of BO3. Roshan, this time with the pressure shard, cheese for the taking. Mars with the buyback should probably be the one taking the cheese. Yeah, he will keep the gem as well.
He has a refresher shard. It's
It is insanely
Yeah.
strong against a mid-ranger.
It's working!
You know,
I think he should just remove the gem for now, or maybe the magic.
I think the gem deserves to be in the
Cheese.
pockets or in the item slots of Tusk at this point.
Yeah, Tusk is getting his BKB soon.
Oh, I just realized there's a flicker available as a
Radiant's
neutral item.
middle tower is
Yeah,
under
he's
attack.
getting-
Team G should get it because of the blood con, right?
Radiant's middle tower.
So the blood
Yeah.
con. Oh, look at this
In
Skadi
fact,
on the
Tusk is getting
Morphling.
it.
He's gonna get Silver Edge broken, and the hit coming
Radiant's
from the
middle
Tiny.
tower is under attack.
It's followed with a
Oh, this is
flicker.
not
Radiant
looking good. This
structures
is not
are
looking good
fortified.
at all for.
Yeah, but the map position is kind of decent still for the side of Esports because they pushed the pressure bottom. And guess what? Tiny's probably gonna be working on an Aghanim Scepter next. But
Yeah.
oh, this could be Tiny getting caught. The BKB has been popped. The Arena might be next. He's gonna pop his BKB too. Tiny with the BKB. His BKB or BKB action. The hits. Refresher. It's been used. There's two
He doesn't
fights
have mana
going at
for
the same
Arena.
time. He doesn't have the mana for Arena. Oh my goodness. Pinkman, he's gonna get caught and without a buyback. And that's gonna be the death of Tinker, but he's gonna buy back. Evil Ash, he's trying to bail out, but he cannot run away. Spike Carapace on cooldown for 1 second. And the spear is gonna cancel the DP of HPK as well. HPK does have a buyback. Morphling looking insanely strong. There was pressure applied at the bottom side of the map by No Chance, it seems.
Dire's
Not
bottom
sure, I
barracks
didn't
are
see
under
that on the
attack.
map. There were 3 separate action going on the map. I mean, you know, it was Marsh and Morphling going against the Tiny, and then it was the rest of the team, Whoops, going against the Tinker. Tinker is going to defend, buyback coming from the Nyx. Even with the Aegis, it's not that easy for the Morphling to hammer down the buildings. He's going to wave away. Nyx Assassin and Evil Dash, they might catch him. He's going to be caught with the Orchid and with the silence. I mean, it was a Mindbreaker hit.
Not enough damage.
I'm sorry, it's not an Orchid, guys. It's a silence hit from the side of No Chance's Mindbreaker. And the ward has been instantly taken down by Kale. The moment he got shackled, they realized it's warded. They take the D-ward. The moment to D-ward. CJ,
Yeah.
he's gonna back off. Morphling, he's only strong for another 2 minutes. After that, he might not be that strong. And guess what? Sven,
A halberd picked up from.
Mars, right?
Who picked the halberd? No, it was on Mars.
Yeah, it was on Mars.
Was it
He is
Mars?
going for it.
Okay, yeah.
The courier is
Going for it.
waiting for the delivery. Oh, this could be bad for Sven. I mean, he's going for the refresher,
This is
but
very-
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
okay, look at this
Very bad
smoke.
for Sven right now.
Smoke coming from the side of Team Whoops. This could be a face-off, and it might be Mars
Who has
without
the
a
vision?
buyback.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Who
under
has the
attack.
vision?
Oh, this is bad. Morphling TP'd out. And the Storm Crafter is gonna connect on Tusk. Tusk is dead. He has a buyback. Mars trying to bail out. He's gonna be safe with the tree line. And he blinks out. Oh, this is so bad. Windranger, he's gonna catch the Tinker. He's gonna try his best to go separate himself out of this. But instead he might turn around to kill. And No Chance is forced to pop his BKB. Oh, what a way to play Tinker. I mean, what a way to pop or force No Chance's BKB. Aegis still up for 1 more minute. Just 1 more minute remaining. BKB popped here by Pinkman. He realizes that he's in the threat of the vision of the side of Team G. Morphling. He is done with the MKB and is going for the butterfly next. Honestly, the butterfly doesn't seem that good in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not picking up the shard. That's the only thing that concerns me.
You know, there's a problematic thing that I wanted to discuss. I mean, it's just a theory
Yeah.
crafting moment. If Morphling gets an Aghanim Scepter, okay, he's probably gonna be able to steal the stats of Sven, right? Status resistance we're talking about for the strength part. If you know Morphling Aghanim Scepter being updated. Isn't that actually really
That is too
busted?
powerful.
It's too
That is
powerful
too
against this
powerful.
lineup.
That is too powerful. Or maybe they're waiting for the Roshan. You know.
Oh
to
no, never
get
mind.
the
I
axe.
just realized why he's going for the one.
Radiant's top tower
Disruptor
is under attack.
already is done with an Aghanim Scepter. And the evasion chance against a physical damage carry like Chinese Sven is good, but the jump this time on Crystal Maiden, BKB pop, Morphling is gonna look for the Sven, he's gonna convert into the Sven. The vision is there, but CJ is gonna run back to safety, and Tinker is gonna blink out, it's gonna be no chance catching the Morphling. He's caught in the static storm, but it's something that Team Whoops have no bravery of jumping in with the backup of Tinker. He's just defense matrixing his teammates and making sure they're all right. HBK is trying to run. I hope he doesn't get caught here because that could mean problems for Team Whoops. But at the same time, map is open. Roche still not up for 2 more minutes. Fortifications available for both the teams. Oh my goodness, we really need to look into the net worth, into the last hits, into the KDA. It barely matters, but
Radiant
Right now, yeah.
okay, there's 2 gems on the side of Team G. One on Tusk, one on Mars. They want this Sven badly. And if this Tinker is able to get just 1 hex, because I barely see a Lotus Orb or a Lincoln Sphere on the side of Team Whoops.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like this is already 8
But they always need to be aware of the creep positioning. And Sven might be
Yeah.
forced to build a nullifier later on into the game. He's playing on the Witchbane to try and dispel the Sven's, the Tinker's defense matrix and ethereal blade form. So I guess that's good. That's fine. Bigger problem is the Morphling. He's just catching up.
There's
heavily.
nothing. Yeah, like there's nothing you can do to stop this guy.
I think Sven is at a certain point is just maxing out. Oh, but the jump on Sven, and at the same time the jump on Morphling. He's trying to lifesteal his way out of the Satanic, but he never got the chance to pop his BKB of Morphling dead without a buyback. And Tinker is gonna try to clean many heroes. Sven will pop his pressure and go to the BKB, but he's gonna blink out back to safety. CJ goes. He's gonna be chased by Tinker for how long? 13 seconds. He doesn't have it. The Silver Edge, it's on cooldown. Turn and try to get a kill. Oh, it's Nyx Assassin. Evilash, he has entered the fray. Evilash, he might be able to stun 2 heroes here. Oh, but the timing was bad with the spike arrow.
Tiny going for the racks. Tiny going to the
Tiny
last
going
hit
for
of
the
racks.
racks finally. Thank you for catching us for that. Tiny going for the racks. The fortification has been thrown out. There's separate actions going on across the map. Tiny still going, still hitting. BKB, the punch. BKB's gonna dispel. He has a silver edge and he has a buyback. I think that is mission accomplished. And with that, it's gonna be the death of Tiny. Oh my goodness. They don't. Not yet. The ranged axe is still alive, not completely.
Oh yeah. Just a minute.
But the bad news here is Tinker doesn't have buyback. Morphling doesn't have a buyback just yet. I mean, he's going to go fast on the cooldown. Roshan is up for the taking. And Tiny.
With an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, with
and
an
refresher.
Aghanim Scepter and a refresher. This Aghanim Scepter can dispel the target that Sven goes for, I think. With the Aghanim Scepter, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is bonus cast range on the Stormhammer, and he can even choose to not travel if he wants to just apply the spell and stay at a distance. Oh my god.
Honestly, it's good for like, even Nyx. Even
I think the biggest thing that went down in this fight was Disruptor catching Morphling.
Yeah.
Oh, look
That
at
was
this,
a
the
big
jump! Sven is gonna catch, but through the BKB there is no stun, no Abyssal Blade, and the stun, the cleave shot is gonna be Spike Carapace by Evilash, and now the snowball save, but they're gonna be snowballed only into, oh never mind, the snowball into the greenway. Wow, what a play by the Tusk. He's gonna help the Morphling stay alive, but not for long, he's dead. Now Sven, he's gonna try to run away, but no chance, he's back here, he's gonna focus fire down the Tinker. Sven is gonna go for the backup kill, and that allows Tinker not to spawn. No buyback available here on Morphling. This could be Rax exposed. This could be a re-engagement from the side of Team Whoops. Mars, he's gonna get stunned. Evilash and Spike Carapace are so good. And this time, no chance. He's prepared to focus fire him down again. Fail is gonna have a tree receiving on his side. Nyx Assassin is gonna use Scepter himself to safety. They're trying to catch the big dog, which is the Tinker, but he is not
Dyer's bottom
just a
barracks
big
are
dog,
under
he's a
attack.
wolf. Oh, but can they defend without 3 buybacks? CJ going for the end, he has refresher, got strength available after 10 seconds. Tinker, how strong are you by himself? Gale, he has no buyback and 2 shots, the Crystal Maiden, the wolf. It's gonna be melted.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Tinker gonna get
33
stunned.
seconds for-
Oh, this is nasty
And
coming
hold for
from
30 seconds.
this is nasty coming from the side of Pinkpen. No chance, he's ready to jump in. He has a nullifier ready. BKB's on cooldown, but now it's available for Tinker. He's gonna try his best. Lasers the Sven. He's gonna activate his Satanic. CJ is just gonna drop a ha-ha, and he is gonna be victorious alongside Team Books. What a game.
Disruptor is the game. Disruptor.
Oh my goodness, this was
Insane
insane.
game.
Hey, there's no way you can give the clear MVP to this game. I mean, yeah, the damage
But
dealing.
the catch is the catch on Morphling
Yeah, man.
was brilliant.
I mean, HBK and Evilash. Oh my goodness. They probably won the game and no chance. He's just waiting in the trees. Sven. I mean, credits to CJ, man, to steal all that juicy stack, you know, Roshan, itemization. You know, creating space for Tiny to hit buildings. How often do you see a carry creating space for your mid? Well, whoops, they are up with the plan, and it's like brilliant. Yeah, brilliant piece of Dota, man. Lefty,
It just
I
works.
just don't know whom to give the MVP clearly. You just give it to Team
to,
Hopes,
to,
I
to
guess.
me to me I feel like Disruptor, like because of Disruptor, because of Disruptor they were able to catch Morphling, and that was actually like 3 times now, you know, like Morphling died 3 times doing nothing.
That is right. He tried
Yeah.
his best to lifesteal in that static storm by hitting HBK. And HBK just popped his Glimmer Cape, and then he said like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna allow you to live through this with a BKB or a Satanic popped off or something. And you know, Teach Me Dota, that was a brilliant save at the bottom side when he snowballed on
Yeah.
the creep wave.
Yeah, but it wasn't enough, like he got cleaved.
But
He
it
got
was
cleaved
not
in the
enough.
end.
And the
Yeah.
follow-up stun coming from the side of Evilash on the Morphling with the Sven getting morphed. I mean, what happened was Morphling got stunned because of the cleave getting Spike Carapest when he was in the form of Sven. And he could have stunned the Sven over there. His BKB was about to run off, and CJ was able to turn it around. And over there, no chance, was just waiting with the nullifier for the Tinker to get caught, and he did, and that forced the buyback even of the Tinker. Team G, I think they're gonna have a rematch in the lower bracket. They looked so strong against Team Whoops, right?
Yeah.
I think Team G is like super good and nearly forced a game 3. Simply weren't able to, you know, go high ground, and you know, they could have gotten tossed back into
like
the
Tiny was very annoying, you know, like this guy's like just straight up hitting your racks. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight?
And
Are
let's
you gonna
be
fight in the
honest.
enemy jungle?
And let's be honest, Team G had the nukes, but Team Whoops had the catch on the high
Yeah.
ground. Like HBK is
Disruptor
able to
was like
glimpse.
disrupting stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was like very
even
disruptive.
even a tossback to consider, even a Nyx assassin to catch with Yule Scepter, Impale, Spike Carapace, you never know. And of course a Sven lurking with the overwhelming blink and Bloodthorn combo. I mean, come on, man. And we are not
I
even
mean, the refresher also looks nice.
yeah,
like,
and we are not even accounting the factor of no chance making a jump yet. He's probably waiting for the Tinker or Mars. And lastly, I wanted to mention, I think if Tinker goes Yule Scepter this game, you know, the Wind Waker,
Yeah.
he's able to save the Morphling maybe, but at the cost of him going off position. And he's not able to rearm himself and Wind Waker away, right? Because there's a nullifier that simply counters your one item. Would you be willing to
Yeah.
go for a Lincoln Sphere, or would you be going for a Wind Waker? I'm just theory crafting, I'm just casting, but these are the players who are playing. They know, yeah, they know how much gold they can achieve. They know how much item can have an impact. Even
Lincoln's was actually a nice pick though, because like again,
it was
like,
great because it can be
Disruptor looms.
refreshed.
Yeah. like this disruptor, there is all
Mm-hmm.
these single point, single target catches. So I think yeah,
I
like
guess Team G
they
just
did
got
what they could.
unlucky in both
Yeah,
the games around a very crucial objective. One being Roshan and two being high ground in the second game, I would say. But overall, I
yeah, and
would
like
say Team G have a very solid chance
I
to.
think they can come back. They can come back for
We
sure.
might see the same match up ahead.
Yeah,
So anyway, it's a double elimination. No hopes lost just yet for Team G. Just need to work out and work around the drafts. You know, they'll probably watch the replays, sit together, and have a chat, maybe a Discord voice chat, and laugh a bit of timing, a bit of opportunity, window vision, something like that. But yeah, Lefty. Once again, down to the final question. If it was one player to give the MVP, you're gonna give it to Disruptor in the game too, right?
definitely.
Okay. I will.
But I mean the carry was very nice. The
Yeah,
carry was
the
also
carry allowed
brilliant.
Disruptor to be doing all the shenanigans from behind. I would say
Yeah,
I would go with CJ as the MVP
yeah.
of
I
the
think I think
overall
I think so
series.
too. I think so too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has
I mean, his
performed
reflexes need to be
extremely
commended.
well.
Come on, his blinks out. You remember
Yeah,
those?
his TA was nice. His TA was brilliant. His positioning was godlike,
His flash
and I
farming was
think
just on scale of RTZ. I'm sorry, I'm using RTZ for the reference. It's a farming god you need to compare with. But all right. Last but not least, we'll be back with the next series tomorrow. It's AAA Esports series of Dota 2 powered by AA Gaming. This is me, Frozen Razor, also known as Akash in real life, and it's Lefty Prodigy joining me. We'll be back tomorrow with another series. I think it's gonna be Team Dead Eyes playing against. Let me take a look, okay? I mean, these people have changed their names. I'm just gonna take a quick look at the name. It's gonna be Elite Pandas. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to. And Lefty, any last words you'd like to give to our spectators for sticking around for a long game of Dota
hope you guys learned something out of these games.
and applying it
and out of
and
our and out of our like casting where we also try to like
oh yeah,
go
some
around like
positive
these small things,
criticism
you
is
know.
definitely invited.
Yeah,
For
yeah, criticism
us.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
anyway, thanks a lot for having us. Bye bye. See you next time. Cheers.